time.
D&D.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 24+1, the Amber Wars. Quick reminder before it gets...
Turn it off and do it again.
Just hold on, go back.
Oh no, another phone.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 1d4+1, the Amber Wars. Reminder before we get started today to go over to the... I need both hands to block you, Ryan. Go to fredmancer.com and use the promo code AmberWars at checkout to get free shipping on all orders over $25. Amber Wars, checkout, promo code, free shipping, $25 on those orders only. So to recap.
It's Kelly's birthday.
It's Kelly's birthday.
Yay!
We're throwing a party for Aurora.
20 minutes.
That's why we're late, because we are getting all the good birthday gifts.
And just
Shotgunning beers.
shotgunning beers and just watching the cheese unfold
really
across the
normal.
entire... Yeah.
Normal.
Welcome to the Midwest.
Welcome to Kelly.
Welcome to Kelly, professional Midwesterner.
Professional cheese connoisseur.
Sorry, this is like audio nightmare. I know.
That's alright, I cut this
Do it
out of the
louder.
podcast anyway. So.
Sorry, I don't know.
You guys want some ambient noise?
I took out a
Go
bunch of
ahead.
crackers.
Now is the time.
Someone start coughing.
Put them
There's like
in
crack
the
their
dish.
knuckles and or necks.
Yeah.
Maybe
Joe's here too.
Also, Joe is playing the part of Roland's body.
Rolling.
I love that film, Roland's Body.
Underrated.
Underrated.
Yeah, it's really underrated.
It did really good at the indie film festivals.
A lot.
I like that part when he like licks the lighter.
There's also just like a long stills of doorknobs and like keyholes. I don't really understand the artistic expression behind those shots.
It's what's behind the door. That's
Yeah, that's what they're trying to like get you to think about. Last time, you all, having recovered the Shield Guardians, made your way back to the abandoned building where you had been staying to meet with Testra. You were staying the night, and in Roland's watch, he noticed that a tiefling had planted a small device of some kind by the door, and attempting to move it carefully with his mage hand, it detonated and blew up this massive patch of ice on the side of the building. After some investigating and some dick-like ice sculptures, you were able to recover the remnants of the item, which seemed to be a small circular explosive device. You pursued one of the two suspects back to the club which you had visited several times, the Jolted Scorlack, and made your way back through, finding the tiefling in question. Roland disguised himself as his comrade, and the plan is for later in the day, the rest of you to meet up at the abandoned house and interrogate them, possibly misleading them with information or converting them to your side. We'll figure that out when they get there. That was a noise. Whilst in the midst of winning a limbo or Macarena party. Sorry, Conga. There we go. Got there.
One of these island activities.
One of those fun beach
It was
activities.
all at the same time. It was
Yes.
a conga and then like a little bit.
And then
You ever seen a Macarena Conga
everyone
limbo?
limboed together.
Yeah, it was,
I think
think
it's way easier because you could use the person behind you.
you just gotta have some
Yeah.
like fucking tanks in the middle and you'll be good to go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
they
need
just,
some
like,
trust
prop you
fall,
up.
like.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
more like a human millipede.
Yeah.
I hate that.
That was the
Um,
worst. Truly.
You all saw
I have a
Archibald the Owl, who led you back to Theon the Red, where you are now sitting and enjoying your beverages, which his assistant ran out to grab for you. Roland has taken pulls from a small batch bourbon.
He's also away from his chair. He doesn't have
Roland's mage hand is
Mage hand.
pulling back shots of bourbon.
Now those are some trick shots.
Yeah. And it's invisible too, so it's just.
The hand is.
Well, the shot isn't.
Hopefully.
yeah.
Well, you never really know.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That could be
In
our-
this fantastical world.
Yes.
You do like you pretend to do a fake shot. You just like there's stuff in here.
What's
Got
the
me.
alcohol spell?
So as you have all seated or not seated yourselves, as Ira declined to sit for whatever reason.
Just cause, you know.
Because he's an old man.
Yeah.
He's
got a
he's
point
still
to
getting
prove.
used to the people. He's like a rescue.
I rescued them.
Hates chairs, loves birds.
Ira is my familiar. Use the help action, Ira.
Theon takes his seat with you and says, "So, what happened to all of you? Last I saw you, you were getting torn apart by Bane."
I mean, you're not wrong.
Where have you been? What have you been doing? How are you alive?
Do we know how we're alive?
Yeah, it was the people that we saw in our dreams that kept us.
Oh yeah, the dream people. There were dream people.
There was a divine intervention on your behalf.
Yeah.
So we,
Green people.
I seen them!
I seen them with my mind eye.
Okay.
But John, I
so
needed
that
out my
was Kelly.
behold.
That was Kelly remembering Aurora is going to
No,
speak
that's
now.
that's nighttime Aurora.
That's how Aurora sleep talks.
The dream people. Well, we were being ripped apart by Bane, but there was divine intervention that saved us. Not without cost, however.
What do you mean?
We lost many of our abilities.
It's almost like you could say we were level 10 and then we wound up at level 1.
If you were to put a class level or whatever on
You
it,
know, like
it would be
EXP.
Yes.
it would be kind of about a level 10
I have
to a
gazed
level
into
1.
the Matrix. I know of what you speak.
Well, don't be mean. It's Fantasy
So
2019. You can't say that. You can't say you have
The
gays.
ma- Take 3 points of second.
I was already on it.
I was ready. This is a new mini game for Frederick.
God punishes me.
Wait, do you take psychic damage because of a curse that's on you?
No.
Or-
Because Tanner makes
It's like
bad
such
jokes.
bad. It's
So I made
John made it up
It's
last
so bad
week.
it
Got it.
radiates out of the
So he takes a
character
D4 of
world.
psychic damage
We're
when he
into
makes
the
me
character
sad.
world.
It's so bad, it's like the mental equivalent of a bender fart.
Oh my god.
That's what
Oh,
my
wow.
brain feels like.
That's really
That fucking
mean.
hurts.
So mean.
I've been attacked.
Wow.
You know, it felt really good to throw back my head and laugh with this in my hand.
I really wish you had like a fake eyeball to put in. As like a,
Ryan, give me your D20.
No.
Your new D20.
as like a whiskey stone type situation, you know?
They probably make one.
Yeah.
Sounds painful.
They would have been perfect in that.
Yeah.
Sometimes people think olives just
Why are
look
you
like eyes,
thinking
and that's
of-
good to know.
No, I need a specifically crafted special $45 rock.
Why are you thinking of things John can buy on Amazon?
Or
not?
invent for Amazon. I need a rock tumbler.
Hey, Jeff Bubba's got a product for you.
Dear,
Beavis.
dear Jim
Jeff
Brevros.
Hey, Jeff Bubba's.
Jeffy B.
All right.
Anyways. Jesus. So, I myself was thrown through the planar system, as you can see, when the cataclysm occurred and tore the rift between the Shadowfell and Almoraine.
You've been here a year and 3 months? 4 months? Months?
time
Just weeks.
is difficult to gauge in the Nine Hells. They don't have a dawn and a dusk. But I've certainly been here for a long time.
Well, up top it's been over a year.
Right.
Because we were dead for a year. Well, still unclear about if we were just asleep that whole time or what. But whatever.
Did any of you see what happened to my brother? In the...
Are you eating, Roland, and you can't say? Roland knows.
Sorry, these hors d'oeuvres really got a good stuff.
Help yourselves to the finger sandwiches. There's some
Baked brie.
some baked brie. There's some cheddar bay biscuits. Difficult to acquire, but magic, I guess.
From ye old Red Lobster. Of course that's in hell.
Dead lobster.
Yep. There's one on every hell.
John, I
It's
want you to take
Karen's-
one point
it's
as like a
Karen's-
sandwich, please.
Karen's aunt's,
Two.
dead lobster, Mr. Crab.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me grab my notes real quick.
Roland's gotta get out his diary.
Check out all my fanfic I wrote of you.
I would write fanfic about Theon.
Why'd you say it like that?
I remember his picture.
Why'd you say it in the hypothetical?
That I have no idea.
I found like one
But I
fic
remember
on
his
the.
picture.
On AO3, it's me.
Hi. Yes, so I had acquired a scrying scroll some time ago and decided to peer in on Othis. I didn't see much. He appeared to be plummeting through some sort of a rainbow of I don't know. There were a lot of colors. He seemed to be in agony.
It's not you, Sam.
That's it. I'm pretty sure this was a spell scroll and not like drugs.
I've
It
been
was a
there.
weird time.
I see. So he's alive. At least last you saw. When was that?
Yeah, when was that, Roland? I don't remember. You drink from.
Hey God, when was that?
Sam, that was like 3 weeks ago.
Thanks God.
You're
It's about 3
welcome,
weeks
Sam.
ago.
Ho, 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 I guess.
God is
Good
Santa?
Santa, let's go.
God is Santa.
Amen.
Didn't you know it all along?
Haven't you read the Chronicles of Narnia?
Haven't you guys ever celebrated Christmas?
Are you saying we worship Christ?
Yeah, Chris Kringle.
Christ Kringle. Christ Kringle.
Jesus.
Anyway.
No, that's not.
Yeah, so it was about 3 weeks ago.
Alright.
In game or in weeks that we've been playing?
In
In-game.
Okay.
God, probably not 3 weeks was playing.
It's been a lot longer than that.
Well, glad to see you're all alive. I'm afraid I don't know your friends here.
Oh yeah, everybody who doesn't know Theon, sound off.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Desmond?
Nice
Pleasure.
to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
I
No, it's
hope-
Theon.
No, I'm Desmond. I'm Desmond.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was confused.
It's okay.
I hope you didn't have a hangover after your episode yesterday. You seemed a bit
I don't know what you're talking about.
blackout.
I am holding
He
a
was black.
random glass from the walkover.
And yourself?
Ira.
Ira, nice to meet you. So,
No details. Was that Ira taking a drink too? Ira doesn't have a drink. He has a flask.
He could get on this list. Yeah, sure.
There are drinks set out if you guys would like to.
Oh no, I'm not drinking anything that he gives me.
Oh, that's fine.
So, Theon, if you've been here for over a year, do you know?
No, I have kept to myself. I am a human in the Nine Hells.
Well, yes, but same.
I mean, I'm a Loxodon. I mean, what are we talking about?
I
Whatever.
just mean that if you're not of the Nine Hells, you typically get a target on your back. I see that you are marked by Garyon, so no one's giving you a hassle. I, however, do not have that.
I minor illusion a target on Fenrick's back.
Okay. Can't see it, so.
or feel it, probably.
No, and everyone can see it though, because I've turned around and I'm like just looking at like the stuff, the room.
Picking
is
things
there anything
up
on the wall?
and shaking
Yeah.
it. It's not it's not decorated per se. He just seems to have a somewhat meager collection of books that he's acquired. Some small pieces of artifice in his possession, but nothing crazy interesting.
So, Theon, have you made attempts to planar shift out of the Nine Hells?
I was working with someone for a while, an artificer, who had come to the Nine Hells by mistake as well, but they got a little bit too reckless, and they're no longer with me. So
Did they
just me and Archibald again.
planar shift, or did they
They
blow up?
got
Bye.
You know,
something.
Ooh.
They went out to try to find some pieces of artifice to build some kind of. We got by for a while. I could disguise myself as a tiefling, and they could construct items, and we started selling them to Garyon to just sort of scrape by and hopefully eventually compile enough collateral to get ourselves out of the Nine Hells. But as they were sort of the
Hi.
mind behind the building, I'm sort of. Excuse me.
So,
Hold on.
so
Hello? Yes. No, I told you. No pepperoni. Okay. Yeah, no, the front door's open. You can just come on in. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, way to lay low, Theon.
Hey, when it's pizza time, it's pizza time.
I just want to say,
It just blew out Sam's ears.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm so sorry. My phone is on silent. It just doesn't listen. So.
you know what would have been crazy though, if he would have just said no, I hadn't tried shifting, and he just left.
He just tried it right then.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
like,
shit.
oh shit, I forgot about it. Poof, and he vanishes.
And then he ditched us.
Yeah, that would have sucked, huh?
But Archibald and I were lucky enough to come into the, I wouldn't say deed to this property, but we got ourselves into a situation that allowed us to use these facilities for the time being so we could lay somewhat low. I'm not exactly sure what the plan is going forward for us. But so far we've just been surviving.
How recent ago did you lose your friend?
As far as I can figure, maybe a month or two.
Right.
They went out to go scavenging in the bottom of the ocean with a small team, and I don't know if Secula got them or Shiverneck, one of the many things out here that can kill you.
Shiverneck Timber?
Shiverneck the Hydra.
Shiverneck Timbers.
Ah, yes, I see.
Aurora!
Thank you for making fun of my dead friend.
well,
Except
I
that's
mean,
very
how,
Aurora.
how do you know for sure that they're dead?
I mean, If they're alive, I don't know why they wouldn't have come back, or maybe they found their way off the plane.
Maybe they're gonna come back as like an antagonist.
Maybe you should
Well,
Maybe.
just
apparently,
try,
if you die, you don't stay dead. So
just try and scry them, you know.
I have attempted to scry them on this plane, and I have not found them.
Well, maybe they're on another plane. Maybe they found a way off this rock and they left you with their shitty friends.
The thought came to me a few times. They didn't seem like the type, but
You are in hell.
Who knows?
So anyone could be the type, really.
Did they get sucked in here with you, like Archibald?
They they said that they had some sort of incident as well. They are not from Almoraine, though. They're from Mechanus.
Oh.
Mechanus is the calculating.
The
It's
plan
Mechanus.
of Mechanus. Mechanus.
Okay, I did write that in my notes, but I just didn't know how to spell it, okay?
A
The best-
plane of machines.
The best part is when Nighttime Aurora read that.
Yeah.
Anus?
Aurora's understudy. What's Mechanus?
My least favorite thing at McDonald's.
What do I get after I eat a McDonald's?
Heal 3 points of
Healing,
Ow! Cool. Are you saying your friend was like a cool robot?
They were not organic material.
Cool!
They were about my height. They were shaped, imagine, if you will.
Are you making a sexy robot?
I didn't make anything, no. They were shaped like this.
Like
Like
a
a
pyramid.
D4. Yes.
Not sexy.
That sounds familiar.
Arms
It's not
and legs
sexy,
and a
but a
face.
D4.
What's a D4?
Like a pear-shaped robot.
Have you not gazed into the Matrix?
Have you not played any games?
Have you played Offices and Bosses?
No.
You're missing out. A lot of people are missing out. It's a great game. It came around in the 70s, and
It's
Larry
on edition
Lilacs
5.
came.
After my time.
I was in a frat, don't you remember? I didn't play Offices and Bosses.
No, they weren't cool then.
We
You
Ah.
played Flip Cup.
and
Or
Bros
so
and
I
Hoes.
hear.
I see.
What's that?
Well, I heard most of what Desmond was saying the other night when you were here.
About the
and
bros.
About the Dead Three, yes.
About the horrible, horrible brothers.
Yes.
Oh, the one with Merkel.
Yes.
What?
What?
Merkel's one of their names. It's
Ball, Bane, and Mercule.
Merkel.
How do you not just shiver whenever you hear the name Merkel? It strikes fear into the hearts of
Do you
men.
mean Mercool?
Well, yeah, if you're gonna say it like a peasant, sure.
Maybe when maybe after he's done terrorizing people, he's like, "Oh, are we cool?" And he's like, "Mercool."
Maybe his family's like, well, your family, so you're kidding, so you're Merkin.
So,
Fenrir, did you like that?
Remember Mervert? Sidebar.
so Bane was one of these brothers?
One of the three, yes.
They're merfolk?
And one of his brothers is here in the Nine House.
So we just can't escape it. Is what we're feeling.
The brothers.
The brothers.
Well,
Yes, I have things to say to Bane.
I don't know if Desmond is aware of their goals long term, but from what I've been able to gather and what my father told me before he died was that these three have been wandering the multi-planes since Almoraine itself came to be, and have been slowly trying to acquire the hearts and souls of these planes. For what purpose, I don't know. But as far back as my great-grandfather, who's centuries ago, he knew of the Dead Three. I don't know what your plan is, but if you intend to get out of the Nine Hells, if we can stop Ball on the way out, then that would be a great boon to the Nine Hells, and while that does not sound ideal, having Levistus as an ally would be useful.
That's not another brother, right? Boone?
No.
Okay. Good.
Levistus is...
Hey guys,
Are we still in the area that Levistus can't see us?
You were in Gary's
Yes.
town.
We're in
Let me get
Garyon's
my
town?
Yes.
No.
A reluctant ally, perhaps.
Are you? I don't want anything to do with Levistus except to probably kick him in every shin he has.
Why are you so...
He killed Virio.
I see.
How many shins does he have?
2, I assume.
Encased in 200 feet of ice.
500 feet across, 10,000 feet high.
I've only heard stories of it.
Has just been in the backdrop of Desmond's life for like the last 3 years. I'm sorry to hear about Virio. Why did Levistus kill him?
Well, on the fucking ice tomb that popped up around Virio, it said that he was an Oathbreaker. But also, he never really told us that, so...
I see. Well, if he had been drawing his powers from Levistus at some point, I guess that makes sense. The layer of Stygia is reserved for punishing traitors, and if you are sworn to one of the several patrons who reside within this plane and break that pact, they are some of the more direct well, Virio's dead.
Yeah.
So, this agreement we have with Garion, is that considered a pact?
You would know if it was a pact. There would be a contract of some kind involved. You would have had to actually sign something away.
Did you gain powers from talking to him?
No,
Then it's not a pact.
I was just checking. I don't really do this sort of thing.
It can be tricky in the Nine Hells. They are all about getting those souls. Kismet. He kind of keeps talking to the room, not saying a whole lot of like substance to the rest of you, but in your mind you hear him say, "I need to speak with you alone." You can reply to this message.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Did you say that? Did you just say okay? And like, oh,
Okay.
No, Trevor just farted. Sorry, everybody.
Trevor.
It really sucks because he's here in my hood all the time. It's just like direct.
it just wafts out behind my hair.
I'm immune to poison damage.
You done came to the wrong hood.
Point blank.
Dogo fart. Not good.
Double barrel pink eye.
Worst. That's the worst.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
That's the worst thing this been said ever, maybe.
Say it again. I need to make sure I heard that right.
He stands, begins to sort of like pick up a few of the items on the tables, the somewhat empty plates, and says, Kismet, could you help me with these?
I'm like, yeah. I pick up plates with mage hands.
Perfect. And he kind of goes back through to it looks sort of just like a one of the rolling carts you would get for like room service at a hotel. And he just sets the trays on there. And he says, when you and your friends say that someone intervened on your behalf, who intervened on your behalf?
Do you want to know? I get. Never mind. I assume since you're asking, it was your dad.
Make an insight check.
But can you hear me?
15.
Okay. He's nervous for what he's about to try to tell you. And he's not like hands shaking, but like you can see like a little bit of the color has gone out of his cheeks, and like dark circles have begun to form under his eyes. What else has Desmond told you about the Dead Three? Sorry.
I didn't do it.
Roll it! Meanwhile, back in the living room, I told you I could do a flip.
I didn't believe it. Oh, look, he did it.
Sam, the correct thing was, ow!
The best was it landed and Sam was just...
A 3-point landing.
Oh my god.
Sorry about that. I guess, why am I apologizing? So yes, what else has he told you about the Dead Three?
That they kind of ruined his plane's life.
Anything about them specifically?
Their names.
Do you know about me and my father and our bloodline at all?
I know that there was Phoenix blood involved.
When...
What was that?
What was that?
Those bloodlines and stuff.
Were you painting a phoenix?
Yeah.
It looked really weird at first because you started with that.
Phoenix!
Double barrel Phoenix.
That was the motion for banging a phoenix.
Well, now we know.
Glad that's gonna come in handy later.
This is happening in the background in the other room.
They just like very casually started to inform Desmond about the Phoenix people, and it's just...
Or how do they,
When they smashed their faces together kissingly.
And then Roland did a flip.
Yeah. Aurora
It's
chose you.
super hot. Get it?
Yes.
Phoenix is on fire. Do you get it?
Just roll some psychic chemistry yourself.
Ow!
I'm unconscious.
I made a con save against the joke.
Before the Raven Queen came into this realm, Shar and Saloon had their own guardians to watch over the place now called the Shadowfell. And because, as you've seen in the Shadow... Calm down, Trevor.
I had him in the wrong spot.
You mean the butthole?
She's in the wrong spot.
No, gross. Like Frickin' said, you gotta go like this. And then, oh, no. Stop.
You guys talking about the Gary Gygax spot?
This conversation
Why?
is
Is
going
that,
on.
is that what
Okay.
you yell when you
Shut-
Have this conversation a little quieter.
Okay, Theon needs to start over. We're not in the room.
Yeah, we're not.
Ready,
We're
go.
not there.
Before the Raven Queen, Shar and Saloon had their own guardians back in their own plane. These were the Dead Three. But, as you have seen with the Shadowfell, when they split ways, the Shadowfell suffered for it. And just as the light left the Shadowfell, the light left the Dead Three and followed Saloon into Almarain. 3 immortal spirits inside of one of the first people that Saloon installed as leaders. My family. We are not immortal, but the spirits inside of us are. Eventually, for whatever reason, the body will give out through magics or just the person is ready to give themselves up. While my father had lived a very long time, he had not lived nearly as long as his predecessors. But that's not the story I need to tell you. When I was younger, Othis and I would spend time running around the castle gardens, and there was a woman there who did things with her magics to keep plants alive that should not have been able to thrive in the desert sun. She kept lush plants that grew deep in the jungles and never saw the sun alive, and she used her magic to do so. My father often spent a lot of time with her, and eventually it was found out that they had conceived a child. The court was up in arms, of course, because an illegitimate heir and the politics surrounding it were, well, complicated. So she agreed to take the child to a place where they would be safe from the somewhat corrupt officials that do live in Kor itself. She, in order to help protect the child, found a family who could not have children and gave them to them to watch over, but made sure that she stayed nearby to watch over the child. When I saw my father die, and I saw you die, I saw the spirit leave him and go to you. So, I guess what I'm saying is, I'm your half brother.
I'd reel that crush back a little bit, huh?
Where in this world is fantasy art, Alabama?
Incest is the best. Put your sibling to the test.
Kim is my mom?
Yes.
I have to go. And I run out the room
Right,
and out the door.
Back out past the
Yeah,
point.
everyone.
Kismet just sort of powers through the room, and you just go running out through past the desk, through the
Mm-hmm.
club, and okay.
Just to find somewhere where there is no one.
Okay. You all see Kismet bust ass through the room. What do you do?
What did you do?
Told them something they needed to know.
And
They'll need some time to deal with it.
but they weren't asleep, and you didn't have to wake them up, so
What?
that's usually the biggest problem.
He's just staring, just dumbfounded at you, what?
Waking up that's the hardest thing for Kismet to
Again, in
do.
middle age, we're all very tired, yes. I don't.
Then there's something more complex. What is it?
That's not for me to tell you. They'll tell you in their own time if they deem it necessary.
Is it necessary for our purposes of leaving this plane?
No.
Then I will trust Kismet to tell us when they're ready.
I think that is a wise decision.
If we need to know to get out of this plane, though, you better believe I would beat it out of you.
Make an intimidation check.
Roland is clapping for you.
Yes, he is.
While this conversation's going
Oh,
on,
shoot, that wasn't a d20. Let me try again.
while this conversation's going on, Desmond's over here with with Fenric after Roland did his flip. I'm down on the ground with my hands interlaced with with Fenric's foot in there, all right, one, and then the serious thing's happening, and we just gotta turn our heads.
Alright, well, I rolled a 2. It's a 5 total.
Do I hear 3? Do I hear 3?
He puts his
I
hand,
rolled better with my not d20. Can I use that one?
he puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, I know you would.
There.
It's
And Aurora
okay.
looks into his pretty eyes and says, okay.
And then you hear a clang on the other side of the room.
And then just sound of glass breaking.
It wasn't that bad. It was a 9. It was a 9.
Oh, okay. One glass breaking.
It was a natty 3 though, so there's that.
There's still a target on your back.
Bullshit.
I'll leave it up to you all, but if you would like my assistance and Archibald's to get out of here, obviously it's selfish to try to get myself out of here, but I will do what I can to aid you if you require my assistance. I still have most of my magic.
Well, why don't you just, come with us?
Why don't you check in with your friend first, and would you like me to meet you somewhere at some time?
Oh,
Or you
there's
can
this
just come
really
back
good
here.
bar. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's like 200 feet that
They
way.
like run out, like the doors open, like steam is starting to pour in the room. I could meet you at the bar. Yes.
Well, this is awkward.
He's just like, sort of like standing there.
Wait, did Kismet run back out to the bar?
I got through the bar, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check on
I'm gonna leave
Kismet.
and go.
We should probably follow.
Oh, it was a pleasure. As always. Just like grabbing like plates of like food and like some drinks and being like, no, well, see you later. I guess I'm using my cloak as a new bindle.
He's like just shaking his head and like the faintest trace of a smirk appears on his face. All right, well, I'll be here. So you all leave?
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you make your way through the bar, Kismet, whither didst thou run?
The simultaneous goals of hiding as best as possible and being around the least amount of people, but
Okay.
not paying attention to where.
Okay. Let's just do a highs or lows for the fun of it. Highs or lows?
A gondola.
Highs.
You find yourself back kind of near the area that you would associate with that bakery you had been to.
Mm-hmm.
Not on that main drag where the bakery is, but in that general vicinity. There are a couple seedier looking taverns. There are what look to be some kind of ice forges, smaller ones where you see a few tieflings making some smaller specialty knives and spearheads and things like that.
I want to, up. I want to go up.
Sure.
Like, climb up a fire escape or anything up.
There are your video game Assassin's Creed like stacks of like material crates outside
Hell
of some of these
yeah.
buildings. So yeah, you're able to climb on up to the top of one of the
You're on like a
rooftops.
flagpole, and then you're on a closed.
Yeah, and you.
it's great.
Mm-hmm.
Good game.
But yeah, you are,
Ass
right?
Creed.
I love that Ask Read.
Ezio Auditore. Wow. Yeah, but you're able to. They're all like 1 and 2 story buildings, so you're able to like find a spot that seems fairly out of the way. / Trevor's not crazy about the heights, but
I'm mostly just like holding him, and he's probably like, "Excuse me."
he's like wiggling and like licking your face.
Mm-hmm. And so yeah, I'll get to the top of the building, and I'll just like lay down on the roof, but on the side away from a street.
Okay. All right. Are you attempting to be stealthy just for?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me then. This will be their DC to find you.
Not one.
Sitting in the middle of the street.
I think
He's been sitting on a carousel in the middle of the town square.
I think even Fender can solve this puzzle.
Fenric like stares at the wall, looks up, sees Kismet, stares at the wall, looks up, sees Kismet. All right, so those of you exiting, can I get a group survival check?
We found a pool of killer's blood. Gross. Clean it up.
The average you have to beat is a 1.
I did it!
I got a 1. Oh,
You have to beat a
13.
Okay.
one. Also 13.
Okay.
I survived.
6 from Roland.
7.
Okay.
14.
14. All right. You all kind of like scatter to the 4 winds for a few minutes, and then like kind of reconverge. But eventually, you do come back to the same region that you diverged from, and you find Kismet's footprints. And between the 5 of you, are able to follow them, and you can kind of see Kismet just laying on the rooftop.
Maybe my legs are just hanging over the
Yeah,
edge.
your legs are over the edge, and Trevor's like sitting on your belly, and it's just.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, who's going up? I don't have a good track record with this.
I'll go up.
You literally fly, Roland. You turn into a bat and fly.
I don't
No,
think
I
it's
mean,
that
like,
part of the track.
Talking part.
Oh, yeah, people aren't your thing.
Yeah, it's
Not
more
like
doorknobs.
Aurora.
18.
18 stealth or just athletics?
That was Dex, but
Oh,
I could
okay.
do
Yeah,
stealth if
acrobatics.
you want.
Yeah, you very easily.
You ass Creed up.
Yeah, you Jared Harris up.
Not so old after all.
You Jared Harris up.
Jared Harris up. He would not be able to do that. He's really an old man.
Hey, Moriarty would be.
That's
Yeah,
true.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Moriarty.
Guy
was
Ritchie doesn't cast people who can't climb.
no,
buildings.
Moriarty was a prize boxer.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, as we all know, boxing and climbing are two
Yeah,
very skills.
exactly the same.
For climb boxing.
You climb boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't
you
you
seen
seen
Yeah, you have
Rocky?
to climb between the like ropes. And,
Are you just like pulling yourself all the way up there, or are you like poking your head up over the ledge first?
I'm gonna pull myself all the way up there, but I'm gonna keep my distance
Okay.
of about 10 feet.
All right, Ira, you see you kind of climb up over the edge and plop down next to you. But
I don't like
distance
acknowledge
away.
you. I have my sunglasses on, and they're just facing
You always
up.
have your sunglasses on.
Yeah, but they're just facing up.
What time of day is it? Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, that's right.
It's all-
Gary
I
time.
forgot. Yeah,
Awake.
I forgot that it's Gary time.
Awake time.
It's how bright is it out?
It's like it's dim, not like
Basically,
dimly lit
like
light
overcast
condition,
all the
but
time?
picture like bluish gray overcast.
I thought we
Perfect.
established it was flat light.
Yes.
Do you want to come down?
Not particularly.
And how long are you going to stay up here?
I don't know.
Like an hour? A day?
If you can tell time in this place.
No. I think your friends are worried about you.
I shrug.
All right. Can I sit here?
It's not my roof.
All right.
I'm sick of you teens and older gentlemen sitting on my roof to have life. This isn't Dawson's Creek.
I'm gonna sit next to Kismet, not too close, because it's their team. So
Can stay out of their biting range.
Trevor probably comes over to say hi.
Trevor like toddles over and like on your lap, but is keeping a healthy distance away from the ledge.
I will pat Trevor twice on the top of the head.
Make an animal handling.
I hate you.
I pet him twice.
It's a low DC. A 9. You pet him like just like the wrong way at first. He sort of looks up at you like, why?
Yeah, it's not,
But then
we
you
don't
kind
really
of
do pets in the hills so much.
The verb or the noun?
Both.
Okay.
You can't talk. You're down there. I'm also gonna
Also,
I
Fenner
just
doesn't say
breathe
things like the verb or the
wave
noun.
to the rest of the group and kind of give a thumbs up, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, you all can
Ish.
easily see like Ira giving you a.
But also like a I don't know.
It's fine.
It's probably okay up here.
I think this is a sign to come up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to come up.
Exactly. Yeah, it's that like upward motion.
Are you gonna climb up with it?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think we're all gonna sit on this roof with you, if that's all right.
On my roof.
That was not referenced in what I said. The owner of the roof is not important. It's who's sitting on it.
Alright. Well, I was just sitting out here on my box eating my lunch, not
I
saying
take a
anything
stick
about
out of the gutter and I throw it at him.
Ah!
Clean your gutters better. That's the moral of that story.
I don't
These
know
are
how that's got
filthy.
in there. We don't have trees.
Yeah, it's disgusting. How?
I don't know. Bad gutter sales. But Fenric, you can make your way up there as well.
I was at 10 to go.
You can make it up at 10.
Oh, okay.
Not like, do like a triple axle backflip or whatever to get up there, but you get up there.
Okay.
I don't even know why I'm looking at him. He's not gonna.
No.
In game, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Who is Theon?
Oh, that's a great question.
Henrik just.
Yeah.
I don't. That conversation was very puzzling to me.
Which part?
Well, there was a bit about dying and coming back to life, and he seemed as though you all knew him and well, and I was not aware of that.
We spent some time with him on a giant snail library.
All right.
God laughs.
That doesn't clarify the other bit about the dying. Bane.
Well, Bane sucks. Number one.
Okay.
Bane can kiss my ass.
He's
Okay.
the bane of my existence.
Aurora, you can't come up on the roof.
I just yelled that. He's the bane of my existence.
What's wrong with Aurora? You guys?
Not just rolling in the ribs. Huh?
You
With the
kidding?
jokes?
I'm going up on the roof.
So Bane sucks. Theon is the son of the previous king of Kor. I don't know how much you know about our plane. Kor was a country.
Yes,
A kingdom, technically, if you want to be very specific about governments.
I have heard that.
The king of Kor is now dead, and Theon is here. So, like, technically he's a prince if you think about it.
All right. And
I, say that and then I make the weirdest face in the world.
I'm interested.
Are you okay? Did that cause you pain?
Are you uncomfortable with authority figures? Because it's understandable for someone your age.
Does it rub you the wrong way that he's royalty? Then you think about that?
Got anything to add on that one, to Theon's wiki page?
Oh, I don't know, just another mystery of life. I'll hurt whatever that reaction was, I guess.
Terrible.
It wasn't
Trying
about
to learn information.
that wasn't about Theon, it was about their answer. Their response to my question.
Teens. Another mystery of life.
How do they even work?
Why do they sleep all the time? How can they sleep for so long?
Yet still be so tired.
Jesus God.
My brother had to explain Minecraft to me earlier. It's fine.
Oh God.
Oh, yikes.
Isn't it just a bunch of boxes that you build into other things?
I don't know.
That's like level 1.
That was my understanding.
Isn't it Hitler's lesser known book about crafts?
Oh, shut up. Ryan. What the fuck?
It would have been funnier if it was 9.
No cracks.
So, the death, though.
Yeah, it sure happened.
Whose?
Ours.
Ours? Yes. Yes, that happened.
But you are mortals.
Yeah.
Well,
I make another really weird face.
probably. I haven't died again. Well,
You've definitely been
haven't.
unconscious.
Been close.
Yeah.
I was there for that part.
Yeah. Also, Virio died, so we seem
Yes,
we seem
so
mortal.
he would
Yes.
not be immortal. He could go some,
Well, that's just
some
a small
immortals-
sample size. I learned that in my class at college. So that's not a proof yet.
Oh my god, he really did learn something. That's cool.
How many credits do you need?
Enough, apparently. But no, I graduated. I just focused on like the more athletic
I see.
athletic
I was
class.
gonna say, it was a sports scholarship.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. It was one of
I
those.
assumed you dropped out.
I just need C's get degrees. That's fine. Why? Because I'm short? That's rude.
No, not because you're short.
You can't just assume
It's
that
not.
short
It's
person
not
is
all
not
of
athletic.
this. It's this.
Yes,
My hair.
there were other dimensions to why I thought that about you.
I was judging
I don't
you.
do that.
You're not up here.
You're on the ground.
You can't.
That's
Were
how
you-
hard you're
were you
judging
rolling
it. She
around
can,
the ground?
she can tell.
Roland came up to the roof after you told her to.
Wait, am I the only one on the ground
You and
there?
Desmond.
on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Desmond is on there.
Desmond says from the ground.
I'm sticking around with Desmond on the ground.
Well, okay, that's not cool, but point taken, I guess. So what was that phase? What was that same phase again, just like the normal death stuff, or was it was a similar phase to before?
I make a lot of faces.
Oh, that's true.
I don't like not knowing things,
You know what?
You get used to
Neither
it.
do I.
but sometimes knowing them is worse, isn't it? And then I get up and I walk away. I'm gonna go back down.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the face right there. Did Theon tell you something that you didn't like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Was it the truth? Do you know?
That's how you shotgun a beer.
Oh, thanks, Desmond. I'm learning so much, Desmond.
I saw her, you're like climbing down. You just see Desmond shotgunning a beer.
Punctured on the nub of a tusk I have.
How did
Fantastic.
do you shotgun it like in your mouth?
Or your
Through
beer
the-
bong
through
Through
the-
my
nose.
mouth. God, that would be terrible.
Beer
But
bong.
he does hold it with the.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then he crushes it with his trunk.
So surprising with his tail. So are you? Well, that's. Do you need to share? Are you gonna be okay?
I mean, I'll be fine.
Does it impact us getting out of here?
No, but it sure as fuck impacts what I want to do when I get out of here.
Oh. That's.
I look at you. like-
Sorry. You know. Sometimes I don't know what to say. I just make noises. You know. You don't do that.
Nope, that sounds exactly like you,
Oh.
February.
Yep. Exactly.
Mhm.
Character choice.
Mhm.
What? In which ways? You still want to go kick Bane's shins?
Yes, that's not getting put on hold.
Oh, fantastic. That's what I was worried about.
No.
Okay.
That's still priority alpha after priority double alpha, fuck Levistus' shit.
Awesome.
Trevor agreed.
You wanna chill up here for a while yet?
Yeah, I'll be back eventually.
Okay. Do you
I
want
just
do
wanna-
you want some silent company?
Sure.
Okay.
You guys take a little bit of time.
So,
it all started.
I like pick up Trevor and I just like put him on your lap.
oh, I didn't actually talk. Don't worry.
You guys take a little time ruminating on the information you have, or
Lack thereof.
Or
wondering what that information could be.
or just on whatever goes on inside of Fenric's brain.
Yes.
Little monkey.
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 While the rest of you sort of chill out
I'm
down
actually
on the
gonna.
street.
I'm gonna go into the bakery. It's nearby, right?
Yeah, it's semi nearby.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and have a cup of tea by myself.
Aurora joins you.
Yes, she does.
No, it's by myself.
Aurora,
I go by
wanted to
myself.
go by
Aurora's ears
myself.
perk up at the concept of tea.
Tea!
You've been there for like 5 minutes, and then Aurora kicks the door in.
Got some like saloon doors on.
Herbal,
Yes.
please.
No, though, it's the owner's pissed.
She just kicks down the door.
Booyah!
I don't have that kind of strength.
That's fair.
That'd be really funny though. Someone tries to kick the door and just goes like.
Aurora opens the door
You see Ira,
strongly.
and then they smash their faces together kissingly.
Who am I kissing?
Nobody.
The door. Roland's jealous.
Roland's like hands off.
Roland, the door to the tea house is mine!
I don't care.
Oh, it's a front door. You wouldn't be interested.
Oh my god.
Well,
That's what he just said.
While you all sit, think, drink your tea, shotgun beers, we'll take a break there.
Woo! I need to use a restroom.
basically what he
The
said.
answer is
Hello and
grimace.
welcome back.
Wait,
to
no,
What
from
Was When
McDonald's.
They Ever Was.
Never mind. Oh, yeah, still grimace.
Ryan's dead.
Ryan broke himself.
And everyone
And broke
else.
herself.
Thinking about having sex with grimace.
How did I bring myself if Tanner hit me?
Oh, Tanner. I thought you like bent over and like pet the dog and injured yourself.
No,
in
he
some way.
slammed his elbow
I
on
did
my
not
head.
slam. I moved my arm and I nudged your head.
Ryan is imagining sex with grimace.
Nice.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
Mayor's
Isn't
cheese.
Sex Grimace a Monster Factory thing?
Oh, good thing we're sitting down or this show would be canceled.
Oh man, if they could cancel Twitch shows.
Brought to you by
That'd be a fun system.
Cancel.
No. Oh god. All right.
He crossed over the butthole limit.
Too many dick jokes. So
Wow.
the afternoon in Gerholt, what seems like the afternoon as far as your sleep schedule goes, anyways, begins to pass. What would you guys like to do with the rest of your time?
We should probably head back to our tavern.
Why?
That tiefling that I talked to is going to be arriving there probably sometime soon.
How do you know that?
They made an appointment.
But what fucking time is it?
Later.
Good point.
Oh shit, you're right, it is later. He said see you later, alligator, so we gotta go.
Roland
We-
said that?
We said a few hours.
What's an hour?
It's like when you get married, what's yours is mine.
You know it when you see it. An hour. But you don't see it, so. Oh, shut up. Don't look at me.
Nailed it.
That was pretty embarrassing.
Uh-huh.
Are you guys gonna get off of my roof now?
I'm on the ground.
Wait, I thought we were in the tea shop.
Me and Aurora are in the tea shop.
Oh.
I am drinking
We're chilling.
tea, and you have foisted yourself upon my table, it sounds like. I want to be alone.
I can sit at a different table.
Okay, cool. We're sitting at different tables.
Okay.
Back to back.
Passing notes.
Aurora's
Not
passing
passing notes.
They're falling to the ground unread.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't mind just being silent.
I do.
I'm still on the roof.
You're still on the roof,
Yeah,
too. How did you hear
and
that?
Fenric are up on the roof.
Sorry.
Roland, were you up on the roof as well? Okay. So the three of you are on the roof. Desmond is on the ground, maybe got a light buzz going from his shotgunning escapades. You two are in the tea shop, like a couple blocks away.
Yeah, we should probably get going. Does anyone know where Aurora and Ira went? I think I remember Aurora shouted tea and ran away, so I think they're that way. Hey, Desmond, catch me! And I jump.
Okay. I spill out the accoutrement of stuff I have in my bindle, and I spread out my bindle like a fireman's
Oh my god.
catcher.
I guess.
If I run at Desmond right now, I'll know he'll catch me.
You will surely catch me.
Uh,
I'm holding coffee.
make an athletics. You make an athletics check. You make an acrobatics check.
Oh boy, there's a doggy sitting next to me.
good.
Which one is this?
Ooh.
17.
Okay.
A 5.
So Fenric, you leap off the building and like you go straight down to a Desmond who is just food is flying everywhere, and you just collapse like as you hit. You just fall through the blanket into the snow below, and you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fantastic.
I watch it all and then I just start laughing.
I did it!
Oh, thank God he's all right.
Nice catch, Desmond. High five.
Ow.
I hold up a minor illusion a 10 card and I hold up 10.
Woo!
Well, they seem like they'll be alright.
Alright, Kismet, jump!
No.
I've got you. I shake off the snow from my blanket.
The snow and crumbs and probably sauces from the blanket.
No. I gracefully make my way back down using the same route I did to get up.
Yeah, easily enough. You lower yourself down onto the crate and then plop down onto the ground next to everybody. And you guys make your way to the tea shop.
I don't have as many hit points as you, Fenric.
I got hit points to spare just doing stupid shit. That's how I got through college, too.
So as you all reconvene at the tea shop, smash cut. You're there. Aurora and Ira are sitting at different tables for some reason.
Whoa, how did we get
I'm
here?
like, do you think they know they're both here? Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe they're playing.
It's a pretty small tea shop.
They look up, they make eye contact, look back down.
Both pull the newspaper up.
I go straight up to the counter, and then I remember I don't have money. Wait, we're on the ticket. We have a tab. I get a donut.
You see kind of stacked on the counter now a small pile of like broom handles that have been cut to about a foot in length, and he's just like
Yes. Yes.
puts a bunch of donuts on there and hands it to you.
Yes.
I like the idea that these are essentially like wooden play swords covered in donuts.
Yes. We'll go with that. That's better. I like that. They acquired them from a demonling toy shop. Hi, buddy.
I started a trend.
Donut sword.
Well, congratulations.
Can I get anyone else anything?
Yeah, I'll have a donut stick too, please.
Okay.
Ye old stick of donuts.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're a big, strong boy with your
Dang
sword.
right. Oh, yeah.
He's an adult.
You're a big, strong
Hey, Kismet,
man.
you want a sword fight after?
No.
Okay.
So rolling. You said these gentlemen were, or at least one of them was coming to the safe house we had. I'll call it a safe house, but that's a stretch.
Because nothing
Yes.
is safe here.
So how are we going to recognize them? My drawing apparently is poor, and I pull it out. Yeah.
It is just as poor as you remember. Maybe worse somehow.
I double checked with what the person who looked like you were talking to, and I was like, whoa, this is not that guy.
Nope, it was a very inaccurate portrait.
Immaculate.
So, what's the plan, Stan?
I suppose I could wait out front and attempt to intercept them. And I don't really know what came next. I was kind of thinking on my toes.
Are we going to interrogate them or simply harvest their souls for money? Because one of those I'm on board with.
Which one?
Which one?
What?
Which one?
I think an interrogation is in order.
Alright, sounds good to me.
Oh, for the first time, Roland doesn't want to kill somebody.
He already said that.
Yeah, as I said before, I'd much prefer recruiting this person to be our insider.
It is smart.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
You're welcome.
I won't.
So, what is the plan
So I could
for?
lead this this tiefling up to our room with the intention of laying a trap.
Oh. Whoa.
But
A honeypot?
Roland, you're a trap. I didn't know this.
Classic honey.
Nothing.
I think like the slow way of that sentence, and then just like
It was like a bunch of like evil Muppets were just like, they just slowly built.
Nothing brings him in like bang bangs and a braid. Braids. White-haired cornrows.
Gets them every time.
I'm on vacation.
But instead of him ambushing us, we'll just have the rest of us wait in the room and grab him.
Sorry.
That sounds alright to me. I'm not particularly good at hiding. As you can see, I gesture to my 7'5" frame.
Are you trying to hide right now?
I mean, hold on, look, and I try and hide behind a lamppost or something.
Time to make a stealth check.
Oh god, it's good. I'm gonna be so mad.
Oh gosh. 15.
I don't see you.
That lamp got bigger somehow.
Yeah. Alright, are we gonna talk about the elephant in the room or not?
Oh my god.
Funny. You're a funny man.
Oh, there he is. Got him, guys.
Is calling him an elephant
Derogatory?
yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Just checking.
I mean, it's like calling you water.
It's like calling me an idiot.
Is it?
Vertically
Wait.
challenged.
Yeah, vertically challenged. But I got hops. You don't know.
I got a mad hops.
8-foot vertical leap.
We can throw labels on whatever you like, but we're still ourselves, so.
That was weirdly deep. I was just thinking that same thing.
Sorry, there's some boxes. I just like to move boxes. Breaking down boxes is my favorite hobby.
I imagine Roland's now just stuck up there. You just took away all the boxes for him to get down. But I know we moved, but
Cardboard.
Yeah, it sounded like cardboard. Or those small wooden
Plates out of the trash.
Oh.
been there.
I liked his, oh no, he's coming for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I walked him, just grabbed him, and he was like,
It's kind of funny how often it had happened off camera. It's just oh damn,
Yeah.
John's going to town.
So, is there a reason we need to kidnap this person to interrogate him, or is he just...
He's not getting kidnapped. Roland's inviting him up to the room.
and he's just going
It
to
heightens
say
the
yes?
pleasure, I've heard.
Kidnapping?
He doesn't.
No, it's
That's coming from an incubus.
It's
I would know.
It's simply because of the implication.
But we can't just talk to him. We have to kidnap him.
Well, we have to subdue him in some way once he realizes the ruse.
Why?
Well, because Roland's a catfish or something. I'm not sure the terminology, but
Wait, is that derogatory?
what is?
Call him a catfish.
I have no idea.
Okay.
But we would
I
essentially.
mean, I think if we just block the door and the any exits from the room, we should be fine.
That sounds like kidnapping.
No, that's
Do you
just...
plan to turn into
No, it's not kidnapping because they're not taken to a secondary location.
Yes.
This guy knows.
It is simply a hostage situation.
Are you going to get him on our side?
It's entirely different, see?
I think that's the plan.
Stockholm
Is to get him on our
syndrome
side?
takes
And
days.
in what
How long?
So when we interrogate him, we want to
be
be
nice interrogating or
strong but nice.
do we want him to be like
They
us or be scared of
Wait,
us?
hold
I don't know
on.
what's worked best for you in the past.
Like
Split down the middle. Half
gonna
of us
fear
are good
later.
cops, half of us are bad cops.
Good cop, bad cop, good cop, bad cop, good cop, bad cop.
Yeah,
I love that
want
game.
to be a bad cop.
I'll be a good cop.
usually you start nice and then you go to murder. Typically.
Murder
Not-
cop?
Oh,
Not
bad
good
cop,
cop.
bad cop, bad cop, good cop, good cop, good cop, bad cop, murder cop.
Murder cop, and then they have to run around in the circle chases the other
Even
one.
bad cops
But with
like,
a
sorry about my partner as they're trying to like swing an axe at you.
Human shield. Human shield.
So we'll get him into the room. We will prevent him from leaving and try and be convincing and persuade him. Is this the intention?
Yeah, sounds about right. So we all wait up there. Roland delivers this man to us. And why is God squinching so hard?
You can see God.
But yes.
The furrowed brow of God appears before you all,
Um,
suppressing laughter at the phrase "delivers the man to you."
this sounds great. My question is, what happens if we bring him to the room and talk to him nicely and he still doesn't want to join us? Then what?
I think that's where Murder Cop came in, wasn't it?
Yes.
As Ira sharpens an axe.
I mean, there wouldn't really be much purpose in murdering him.
Yeah, I'm against
Yes,
murdering this
He
man.
would go back in that situation. He's going to go tell his master.
Well, can we just tie him up for a day or two till after the race?
We could. Oh, that would also result in murder. Never mind.
Keel haul him during the race.
No, I was
Are
going
you
to
going to suggest something that would kill him
Slowly.
Well,
slowly?
Well, no, I was just gonna say we could take him and give him to Gary on.
That's murder.
Oh yes.
what if,
Certainly not.
what if he became a part of our crew on this ship? And we just were like, hey, if you join us with us on this ship, we can
He
get
did
you
try to kill us.
Get us to a level up, though. Like, everyone loves leveling up.
What if he became part of the ship,
Part of the
part
crew.
of the crew?
Part of the ship, part of the crew. What if we tie him to the bust?
As what?
I
Then
don't
he
know.
would be the bust.
I think then.
There you go. That's the right
Every
mindset.
ship has a brig.
Does this one?
I don't know if this is a big enough ship for a brig.
Every ship has a brig.
Well, okay. In this case, it's just little chalked out square in the side of the.
Who's brig?
Good enough.
It's short for Brigitte.
Bridget?
That's
Every ship's got a brigade. You
That's-
know how it is.
that's Fenrick's timeout square.
Put your face in the corner. Made a circle.
So, yeah, I'm not for killing this person unless we know for sure that they've done a bunch of killing. That's not great.
They did try to kill us.
Yeah, but
Well, we've all attempted murder at some point.
That's fair.
a lot of us have succeeded.
Yes, that's also fair.
Mm-hmm.
I've never
Also,
murdered
he
someone.
is a servant of Levistus. I think
Welcome.
if we can't change that fact, there's no reason to leave him alive.
Unless we wanted to send him back with a message. I don't know what that would be. Maybe fuck you.
Cut out his tongue.
I like that.
Put it.
What about return to sender?
That's how you would mark him to get there. That's not the message.
Oh.
Then the message is fuck
Wow,
you.
if the message
Or we
was
strap
returned to
him-
sender, though, how confused would Levistus be?
He would be like, okay, so go back to them. I don't know.
I put on enough postage, goddammit!
Slapping
It
that
just
butt
says,
full of
I'm rubber,
stamps.
you're glue.
But
What is
anyway,
this riddle you speak.
so I think we have a basic idea of what we're going to do. We persuade and then apparently murder this tiefling if things go awry.
Murder or use as a message courier.
Or you know, the front of a ship. Whatever. Like,
Or he turns out to be fine. And
Yeah, so good. Best case scenario, we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't for Levistus. Maybe he was trying to murder us for money, and I feel like that's fair.
Yes.
Yeah, you would.
I mean,
He
It
was
is fair.
working for Levistus.
I have this
Well, you
feeling,
tried.
based on the Vario situation, that Levistus doesn't give his employees money.
well, here's an interesting thing.
Everyone likes money.
Have you
But
ever
everyone loves rain.
Have you ever had a boss and then you have that boss not be watching you And
And
then
then what, you shit?
and then you just like complain about your boss for a while, and then eventually you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna quit. Because like I feel like that could be a thing. You just are like, hey, Levistus, right? He's just like a real shit dude. And then this guy's gonna be like, yeah, totally, this guy sucks. And then we'll be like, yeah, I totally want to join our side. And then he'll be like, yeah, okay, sure. And I think that would work out fairly well.
What's going on?
I can't breathe.
I'm crying.
Ron is also crying.
What's going on?
She said, well, everyone loves money. And I very quietly in my breath said, yeah, well, everyone loves Raymond.
You're so stupid.
I didn't even think it was that funny, and they both started dying, so I started dying.
It was just because you said that so quietly and no one acknowledged it.
It was like you were saying some like unconscionable, awful thing, but instead said, "Everybody loves Raymond."
Oh my god.
It was so funny because you just kept
Yeah, I was
going.
gonna say, that's what kept me crying was because you were just like
I'm like,
going in
I will not
character.
acknowledge what's going on right now.
Oh Jesus!
Fucking hell.
Well, that seems like a good plan,
die from
right?
hurts.
Plus everyone loves Raymond. Is this man's named Raymond?
No, that's Roland's code name.
Oh, I see. Is that your honeypot name? Mine's Winnie.
Oh God.
Yours is Winnie?
Winnie the Pooh.
His real name's Edward Bear.
No, Winifred.
What?
No.
What?
Yes.
What?
Who wrote these books? Corduroy?
Alfred. A. Milne.
Who?
Berenstein? I don't know, and I walk away.
Bernstein?
Stein.
Stain.
Stein.
E.
I yell after you. It was A. Milne, and his name is Edward Bear.
Isn't it Millie?
I thought you said his name was A. Mill.
A. Milne.
Anybody got a Maurice Sendak Little Bear reference that would make?
God.
I'll see you all back at the table.
Paddington.
Well.
I will follow Roland.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll go back. Sure. Oh, I'm so crying.
You all, yeah, no, I know. As you all make your way back to, we'll call it the safe house. The safe house.
Beers.
What would you like to do to attempt to prepare for the arrival of the other tiefling, Johnny Two Toes?
I would like to put a lampshade on my head because it worked earlier last time.
All right.
And I will pretend to be a lamp.
Okay. That's Desmond pretending to be a lamp.
I mean, I can prep detect thoughts.
Okay.
I don't really need to prep it because it's not that hard. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand behind the door.
Okay.
Oh wait, I want to stand behind the door too.
You're too big to stand behind the door.
But I could cast Gust as soon as he walks in and it slams the door, or I guess
He's
you
a
could
tiefling,
push it.
right?
Yeah, just
Yes.
push it. Yeah.
okay, I think
Oh,
I'm gonna take
damn
my
it.
demonic form.
All right. So,
Wait,
Uh,
that's an
I'll
option?
stand
Me
it.
too.
oh yeah, you guys have demonic forms, did I not?
Everyone. It's like having a patron.
I want to know what what it looks like, though.
Yeah. Say like can't
Oh.
just be like textbook. Like give us a.
No, he basically like de-ages by 40 years. And
So you're saying he looks like an old man because he likes it?
yeah,
And then gets wings and is a younger, more strapping Jared Harris.
yes, basically. Yeah.
That is very good.
Yeah.
Eyeball situation?
But he like
With
in like
horns.
there's no sweater, there's like a suit.
shirtless.
Like a really well pressed like
I can
fucking
picture
sharp as
the-
fuck.
the
Yeah,
Jared
you know.
Harris.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Nice.
talking about.
Eyeballs, horns.
No horns, black eyes.
Okay.
Nice.
What
Yeah.
what color skin? But,
You still have like a little stubble.
Yes. What? Sorry,
What?
say that again.
Got no horns. What color skin? Just like
No,
normal,
yeah, he.
like.
I think he doesn't have like a
State.
tiefling because I don't think incubi. I think they are like normal, like
They have
skin
like
color.
your
They just-
like humanoid, like
Yeah.
regular.
If you
regular,
didn't know,
but-
Jared Harris is just an Irish
very
man.
pasty
I
Irish.
am aware, but I wasn't sure. Like turning like a demon, like straight like
They-
red.
No.
traditionally
Black
have like
eyes.
wings and like a tail and stuff like that, but
Does he have a tail?
Nipples pierced? Yes or no?
Ooh,
Yeah.
big important. No way for you to tell.
yeah.
Ooh.
Ah!
Suit's too thick.
Yeah.
No, no.
God damn it!
He probably has a tail. He definitely has wings, but he's not going to use them.
Do
'cause
they-
he can't? Because I'm not allowed to until level 10.
You said you're gonna do detect thoughts.
Yeah.
Do they go through the suit? Big question.
Yeah, they
there.
would have to. The suit is custom with wing holes. And
Okay.
I'm gonna make
Sorry, you said detect thoughts.
And you were like,
yeah.
I'm gonna make.
There's only
tea.
one thought to detect, and it's
I'm gonna make tea, but I'll make sure that there's enough for him as well
Did
to
we
make him
have
feel cozy
Okay.
with us.
All right. Kismet, are you preparing anything?
yeah, sure. Anyone got some good ideas for who you want me to be?
Yourself.
No. Thanks. But not what I meant.
You could be Theon.
Inappropriate.
I don't know who Theon is still really, but how is that? Does it make sense to you?
No.
Okay.
He's been in hiding this whole time.
Just double check.
Wait, what if you disguise yourself as that tiefling who's gonna walk in? Think about how fucking bonkers that would be for
I've
him.
already confused somebody by doing that, actually.
Yeah, just be like, point at him, and then he points at you. It's like the Spider-Man thing.
Yeah, I confused him
Although-
into going along with us.
You could just disguise yourself as a demonic figure. It might make him feel more comfortable being around more demon people.
Yeah, make yourself look like someone who praises Levistus.
And you can tell the story of how you used to be on Levistus' side, and now you're on our side. So it's
This all
totally
sounds-
cool.
This sounds very contrived, and I don't care for it.
I'm sorry. Were you looking for a different option with us?
What about you? What about yourself, but with like blue hair?
Why don't you
Am
pretend
I
to
in
be
anime?
I don't
Tiefling?
know.
A little bit.
Yeah. Well, I'm white hair anime, which means
Yeah.
I die. But whatever.
or you're the violent anti-protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
Antagonist is what it's called.
I was I was curious if that was like
I'm
an
a
anime term I wasn't aware
I'm a
of.
professional writer, guys.
I learned a new word today.
I thought it
Dear
was just like
diary, Anne taught me a cool new word that is definitely a real one.
I thought it was like anti-hero. I was purposely willing to be like,
yeah,
wow,
no,
okay.
I definitely mended. I did a little portmanteau of anti-hero, and yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm really bummed they didn't name one of the ports in the world Portmanteau. Just so you guys know.
That is a
You
real
have a whole-
oversight.
You
Are
have
you
a
sure they
whole
haven't?
World.
I know, and I named all the ports.
Went through and I was like, first thing to do, ports. Port wine, cheese,
Name a
boy.
new port.
The integrity of the world
Newport?
would be at stake.
Where-
They just rename
After
a
all the
port.
ports are done, just do all the
Newport,
starboards.
Anyway,
Alright, Roland, what are you
I
doing?
know.
I will wait across the street. Is like somewhere that I can maybe stay out of sight, but still keep an eye on the road.
Alright. Are you disguising yourself, or are you just hiding and looking out at this time?
I'll just hide and watch. When I see him, I'll disguise myself.
Alright, perfect. So,
I'm hiding until I decide who I want to be.
Alright.
Shade.
Aren't we
Hey,
all?
Wow.
same.
Aren't we all just hiding until we decide who we want to be?
want the world to
Say, whoa.
When everything is made to
on Resnick, you guys.
Remember Treasure Planet?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I just want you to know. I just had to finish the line. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah,
you had to
now
resolve
I'm good.
it.
I'm satisfied.
I've just got the mental image of the Pixar lamp, but Desmond.
All right, so
They won't question the cooking
The
coming out of
lamp
it,
is
too.
only on the end of my trunk. It's obviously there.
Now I want a lamp that looks like that. That's so good.
a giant elephant sorcerer with just a little.
Well, any elephant with just like the lampshade on this.
I'm casting light on the inside of the lampshade to make it more realistic.
All right. Those of you who are hiding,
Artists, please make that.
please make a stealth check. Desmond, please make a performance
Oh wait,
check
I'm not hiding.
with advantage because that's too good. I want that to work. Those of you who are sitting in plain sight, Ira, I believe, and Aurora with T question mark.
Yep. Plain sight.
All right. You guys didn't have to make any rolls.
Cool.
I'm behind the door.
Yes.
Do I get advantage from the door? I'm a small person.
He's just behind a door.
Yeah, you're just kind of behind the
Okay.
door.
How tall is our building? Are there rafters?
There is a loft up above where like the beds were and stuff, so there would probably be some like the big barn like. God, I can't remember what they're called right now, and I'm so disappointed
Like
in myself.
A-frame rafters?
Yeah, kind of like running along the top of it. Yeah.
Cool. I flip up and sit on one. That's where I'm hiding.
Halo.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I got a 19.
I got a
19.
13.
Okay.
With advantage.
Yeah, it was a 6 and a 10 plus 3, so.
Yeah.
Is that a stealth check?
That seems
Yeah.
about right for the cannon you
5.
created.
All right.
Hey, you can't turn off shiny.
Yeah. I think you're just fascinated by
Wait.
Desmond, and you just keep snickering.
What happens when you sneeze?
Light turns off.
It's like a clapper.
Roland, what was your stealth check?
30-20.
Okay. Would you roll like a 6?
Road jokes.
A couple hours pass. First hour goes by, nothing. Second hour, third hour. Gets to be about 3.5 hours later.
I am asleep on the rafter.
Yeah. Roland, after about 3.5 hours, you see the other tiefling sort of poking their head around the corner. Again, they do have like the very pale complexion, frosty blue eyes. He's dressed in very simple clothing. Looks obviously very intended to blend into the crowds of the other inhabitants of Gerholtz. Just blacks and brown leathers and a long weather-beaten cloak. And eventually you see him sort of like scoping out the place, looking around for you. He does not seem to see you, though.
Disguise self, same as last time.
Okay.
And I will, I'll approach him.
All right. As you
Again, kind of hunched and, head down.
kind of make your way over to where you saw him skulking around, and you see him sort of like leaning up against one of the walls, like occasionally poking his head out and leaning back up against the wall, and he gives you a nod as you approach, and he says, "So have you seen anything in there? I just got here."
I've been here for a bit, but I haven't seen anything. I think they're still out. We should probably head in and either set a trap or wait for them up there.
All right. Well, there's what, 5, 6 of them?
Last I saw them, they'd split up a little bit, so I think we could probably take them, 1 or 2 at a time.
All right. Makes our job easier. Make a deception check. With advantage because you're disguised.
16.
16? Okay. He sort of like thinks for a second. So he's all right. Let's head in then. He like gestures for you to go ahead.
Alrighty, I'll take the lead, but make sure that he's, not lagging too far behind.
Sure. Yeah, he's staying within 3 or 4 steps of you, like not right on top of you, but like pretty close. And you go to open the door, and as you do, Fennec, you like hear the door open and you just jump. So there's a loud behind the doorway as you open it. He's like, what was that? He pulls out a dagger.
I'll step in and kind of like look around the door and then look back at him. We're clear, we're good.
As you look in the door, you see a Desmond. And also an Aurora and a Ira who are making no attempts whatsoever to hide. Ira is, however, in their demonic form.
I have hot tea. I kept reheating it.
And he like looks inside and sees them. He's like, "Oh no! They're here."
I'll step inside, so where is he in relation to the door right now?
Like if you opened the door, he's like right behind you, looking
Okay.
over your shoulder.
Well, I suppose the jig is up. I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on him.
Okay. Was that for him?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. Okay. That is a 14.
Just what you needed. Dang it. And also, that drops. Oh no, never mind. Disguise Self is not a concentration spell.
Yeah, you go to cast this spell on him, and he shakes it off and he looks at you for a minute, like confused and angry, and he turns invisible.
Dang it.
I use counterspell.
Okay. I think that's a low enough spell where you can just do that. Let me double check real quick.
4th level or higher is ability check. So 3 and below is just spell fails, has no effect.
But is he aware of it is my question.
That he's not invisible?
It's second
like-
level, so like you just...
I see him go to cast it, and from the rafter, I use counterspell.
Alright, he like sees it, like looks at his own hand and just looks at you, Roland, and runs.
Am I, like, in his way at all, or...
You would be able to like hit him with like an opportunity attack, but that's about it at this point.
I'm
I
gonna
would
cast.
like to try and use my opportunity attack to trip him.
I
Okay.
want to cast Enthrall real fast.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What is that for him?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. That's a hot 5.
Yeah, okay, so he has disadvantage on all wisdom checks, I think. Or maybe just perception. God.
Let me check it here.
I was hoping that I could... Wait, no, you know what it was? I wanted to cast Bestow Curse, but I think I have to touch him to do that.
That's always the issue, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. How do I get close enough?
Also, as I counterspelled the invisibility, I'm like, never again, bitches.
And he's trying to run away.
Yes, he is bolting.
Okay, I'm going to cast. Hold on.
Just make sure I say the correct spell. I refuse refuse
This
to
is
lose.
gonna be stupid because you're gonna be like, why don't you know the name of this spell?
I refuse to lose my fanny pack to an invisible man ever again.
I'm going to cast Shape Water.
Hell
This is
yeah!
a good realm to do that in, I suppose.
And I'm going to just use the water that I have for my tea.
Okay.
And I'm going
Hot
to
water?
make the ground underneath him like slick ice.
Okay.
So as he's trying to run away, it's like ice underneath him.
All right.
I'm gonna retract enthrall. I didn't do that. It's a retcon.
Did it take a slot?
No, I haven't. I didn't hit cast. Do you want me to?
If you,
I can-
if you said you cast it,
All
then
right.
you need to. Okay, because I made the save.
Oh, you made the save. Okay,
Yeah.
that's right.
All right. What is your spell save DC, Aurora?
It is 15.
Okay. He goes to move, and Roland, you're attempting to trip him, so we'll give him disadvantage on the save. He does slip and fall prone.
Someone
I'm
grab him.
gonna go get him.
So,
I'm gonna jump on him.
So you all dogpile on him.
I do not get down. I am not gonna get
He's-
on him.
Yeah.
I yell from up there.
Okay.
I haven't get him. I haven't gotten up.
Okay.
From my chair.
You're sitting in the chair with some tea.
Yeah. Exactly.
So what? You made like wiggly eyebrows at him?
Yeah.
Like,
And he was like, yeah.
It does say you utter a,
I have to
a
say something.
distracting string of words, so what were those?
They were something along the lines of,
hey, big
welcome.
boy.
You know?
Hey boy.
Who are you? Detected.
He's prone. You all have like movement and action to attempt to get to him. So
I
he.
stay as a lamp.
Okay.
I think if you fucking say it, I'm alert.
Can I get a collective strength check from everyone who has dogpiled on him?
You did that.
Yeah. Oh no.
22.
Okay.
He's doing a better job than me. I have like a foot, a 3.
Okay.
I have like a foot? On him.
Like,
Oh, okay,
I'm like
okay.
holding like his foot.
Roland.
That's his thing.
So I did something I've never done before. I rolled a -1.
Hey.
Wow.
That's a.
Get the fuck off him, guys. I got
have a
this.
-3
So
strength.
Roland and Aurora go to dive on him and just smack into each other, but Fenric is able to jump on top of him and like restrain him and
I
drag
yelled
him
down,
back
good job, guys. At you specifically, at
Thanks.
Aurora and Roland.
I used to play rugby.
It literally teetered on the line between a 2 and a nat 20 for like a minute. But you are able to get him back inside. And he's like struggling, but you just have him locked in.
I'm
Roland's
hugging
like-
you so hard.
How big is he?
He's like 5'10". He's very slender. So you've got him like his butt is on the ground, and you've just drug him inside.
Oh,
just have
okay.
him locked up around the.
Sure, that makes
Okay.
more sense.
Now-
You're not just like around
Otherwise,
his knees.
his butt would be in my face,
Yeah,
and
you're
I'd
just-
be like dragging him in.
Nah, he was prone, so you're able to get him like where you wanted him.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna cast Bestow Curse on this fool.
Alright.
And I'm gonna give him.
Why'd you do that to me?
Yeah, I guess.
Finally.
I guess
I waited for my moment.
And I'm gonna give him. You roll a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Which he has disadvantage on. That's a 6.
He has disadvantage on all strength checks for the next minute,
All right.
So,
and saving throws.
Okay. Then that's not.
question: is Enthrall and Bestow Curse both concentration?
That is a good question.
Yeah, I would drop enthrall.
Okay.
It didn't work.
So
Because it
drop
didn't
the-
work. It did
Okay.
nothing.
Drop the
Yeah.
wisdom thing in. Okay. Just
Yeah.
on that.
Cool.
How does that actually work? If it fails, you can keep concentrating on it, but like nothing, that wouldn't do anything, right?
The thing is, like, if you hit multiple targets with the same spell,
Yeah,
like,
it can kind of
some-
cancel each other out.
Like,
Sure.
so, like, I'll still keep concentration, but like 2 out of the 6 I tried to hit failed. Like, succeeded the save, so I don't do anything to them. So you can still keep concentration on the other 4. So, theoretically.
Also,
there's
enthrall
no point.
isn't concentration, according to my.
Enthrall isn't? Okay.
No.
Sweet.
Cool. That's rad.
Mm.
Arm alarm.
No one asked you, Lamp.
And such a
I
good
turn
lamp.
light
too.
off, but then I turn light back on.
Oh.
Lamp's broken.
I cast gust and I make the door shut.
Alright. The lamp
The
just
lamp farted.
slams the door shut behind him.
God.
Well, that could have gone better.
It also could have gone worse.
Here. That's Muriel. Oh, do you have your
Oh yeah, hang on.
Sayer over here being a lamp? Door is closed. Kismet is.
Oh.
Then Ira and Aurora are back here. And he's like, "What's going on? What do you want?"
When the jerk is up, I throw the lampshade aside. I'm not a lamp.
I'm like, bet you didn't see that one coming.
Who are you people? Wait, that wasn't his voice.
You
Who are you people? What do you want with me?
you were sent to kill us, so
No, I wasn't.
inside check.
Go ahead and make your insight check.
This is the stupidest inside check.
Oh,
Turns
yeah.
out, I'm just kidding.
I did get a 22 though.
Oh, okay.
Dirty 20.
He seems to be telling the truth.
17.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Were you just here to send a message?
I was told to meet my compatriot here for a business deal.
Oh my god, it's
You-
one of these assholes.
You mean this compatriot? And I point at Roland.
Yes, this compatriot. Roland, you said you
Drop disguise. What?
say you cast Zone of Truth.
Yeah, centered on him.
Okay. Fenric, you'll have to make
So
the
I
save
don't
as
have
well.
to yell insight check.
That's my shtick.
Jacques.
Awesome.
But I kind of like
That was
it.
just happening before he did it,
Yeah.
so now we'll. All right.
I'll be pissed if your save is higher. No, okay.
Wisdom save.
Charisma.
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 Oh,
Good,
yeah.
good.
Shit, that was a bad roll. 15.
24.
Was that the save?
Yeah.
Screw you then.
I'm very charismatic.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, I love how you
good.
say
He raises his
charismatic.
eyebrows.
He's very charismatic, which means he could have been lying in the first place, everybody.
You don't know.
Yeah, we don't. Thanks.
I mean, you know. I don't lie. It's me.
Your
Honest
boy.
Honest two toes, what's your face? Two
Jeremy.
toes.
Two Toes
Two
Malone.
Toes Jeremy is my
I'm gonna.
name.
So yeah,
This is so
the
stupid.
rune on my forehead like flashes. Nothing happens.
I am gonna. This is dumb. I'm gonna like hit him on the forehead and cast Bestow Curse again, and this time I'm gonna give him disadvantage on charisma checks.
Okay. That
I
is...
can only do that once a day.
You can't? I don't know. It's...
He can only
No,
cast.
No,
Yeah.
he
He
can only
do that once a day.
the Zone of Truth thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought.
his
oh,
dragon
Don't worry,
mark.
he's not the only one of us that knows how to cast Zone of Truth.
Yeah, we'll give him some tea.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's another save on his end.
I forgot about
Wisdom?
that.
Yep.
Okay. 17.
That does save. Motherfucker.
Maybe you can just keep hitting him until he's less
I could keep
charismatic.
slapping him in the forehead like
My
that.
charisma comes from my heart, not from my face.
That can be stopped.
Let's punch him in the heart.
So we cut off his face.
Like, what did you think was gonna happen? Kitty shot.
So, what's up? What
I
can
think-
I do for you
Want
guys?
some tea, friend?
Tea?
You didn't use all that water, did you, Aurora?
Oh no, I always have more tea.
I didn't sell that, did I?
Oh, you might have.
I think I might have.
Your Zone of Truth.
Yeah, you might
Yeah,
have.
because it was way too hard to get people to drink out of it.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
fine. I'll just fucking cast
You
it.
can still have some tea. We're not animals.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Okay. I'm sorry. That's fine. Yes.
How will I drink the tea with this small man restraining me?
He'll feed it to you.
Here you go.
I don't think I
Yeah.
trust him with that.
Well,
Yeah, I
He
wouldn't
doesn't
trust
look
him
very
with much.
dexterous to me. No offense,
Am I
friend.
helping?
You're
to
obviously a
scrabble at all?
strong and charismatic young man. You just don't seem
I
like you
slap
got
him
the.
lightly on the cheek.
Okay.
He keeps touching his face. It's really weird.
This isn't great for me. If you guys
I-
wash your hands, I don't want to break out.
I give him. I like let his hands go, but then I keep like my arm around like his neck.
Sure, you can like.
Yeah, I'm, yeah.
You
Like-
go like secure him under the arms. All right, this is acceptable.
You're like a
I'm your
little
little
backpack.
seatbelt.
Buckle up for safety.
If I are my strength to disadvantage checks
Oh,
still
God,
in
that's
it?
nothing.
Like if I try to recast that spell, probably not, right?
Yeah,
Probably
that
drop
would
it.
drop
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
You just
Double
keep
checking.
showing up with different reds.
Yeah, it's the leftover box.
Go nuts.
There is a leftover.
I know that no
I
one
will
else here is
not
going to drink
Touch
them.
it.
Oh, I will. I'm gonna get way down in those. Just
Oh,
not
they're gone.
tonight. So not tonight.
Not ever.
Yeah, there's 3 left, and they're each different flavors. So
So.
So, can you...
I'm gonna cast on the truth too. Just
All right.
cause.
Charisma
See?
save
are you gonna
Yeah.
shove that drink down his
disadvantage.
mouth?
with disadvantage.
I got you, Ira.
Sorry.
He's gotta roll real bad.
It was a nat
No, I
20 and a
failed.
dirty 20.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I failed my he saved on my
Yeah.
curse.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
So
'cause we just-
there's
yeah,
no
we just
advantage
talked
So we
anyway.
got a nat 20.
So nat 20,
Yeah,
yes.
so nat 20.
Okay.
You mean dirty 20.
You rolled them both at the same time, so
Ah.
you would never know which one it is.
Yeah.
Ah, he saved. He saved again.
Okay, well, maybe it's not spells that we need to use. Maybe.
Well, yeah, sure.
Maybe we
yeah.
need to talk to him.
Yes,
Well,
hello,
that's
hi.
fine. It was just worth
This
it.
tea is nice, thank
Well, we know that
you. Do you
you're...
have any lemon?
Can you be bought?
Yes.
Oh, I sit down the lampshade. Maybe.
Your loyalties. Let's talk about them.
Yes.
Are they flexible?
Yeah, how much do you enjoy working for Levistus?
Yes. How? I mean, and you can say it here because we're here in Gerhold. So.
Also, does anybody know where the other guy went?
What? The
The other. I point at Roland. I'll say the other guy.
I
Oh,
enjoy
Isn't
being
Roland
alive.
the other guy?
Oh yeah, I already
But you're
took a
in
deal.
Gerhold, so why does it matter what you say?
That doesn't. I mean,
He couldn't leave if he...
if I
I mean, if
had.
you don't enjoy working for Levistus, you can tell us, because we're in Gerhold.
Well, you don't necessarily sign on because you enjoy it. You enjoy it because you sign on. Haha, no. You sign on because you want to stay alive here in Stygia. And if you don't do what Levistus says, you usually wind up dead.
Well,
Or if you don't do what Garyon says, you usually wind up dead. There's a lot of ways to wind up dead down here.
yeah, that's fair. Well, we at least want to get rid of Levistus, because he fucking sucks, and I will say it.
You want to get rid of Levistus, okay? You are big picture people, I
Well,
see.
no, I don't really care what happens to him, like, in the long run, but, like, definitely don't want him in charge here anymore.
If you don't want to die, why would you come here to Gerhold in service of Levistus?
Because if I stayed out there and didn't do what Levistus said, then I would die.
What
Then
did
you
Levistus
just don't have
tell
to
you
leave
do?
here.
He said that there were some people who were friends with a certain someone who he had recently gotten rid of, and he said that they were planning on opposing him publicly to shame him in the eye of his loyal citizens, which could spark the revolution and ignite the fire to overthrow his power in Stygia.
So you knew that.
Oh yeah, damn. That's what
So
we're
that's
doing,
all
man.
accurate, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well-
that's what we're doing?
Look, he's evil, but
Well-
he's like very open with his employees.
Well, yeah. So just wait a couple days and just
And then
lead
kill
the
you,
lead the
or-
revolution. No.
Yeah, I thought you said you weren't here
Stop
to kill us.
interrupting
I'm
me.
not.
Hypothetically,
Damn it.
you are one of the people
We did
that
it.
we are trying to liberate.
We
Yeah.
did do it. Good job.
Would I trade one boss for another? Like, Levistus is evil, but have you ever met Garyon?
Yes! He's
What
sick.
what
Dude's
was your
great.
what was your impression of Garyon? What was he up to when you met him?
I think he was the one that gave us cookies.
And he impaled people on spikes.
That's the ticket. Your friend there with the tusks is correct.
Oh, that's right.
He's-
He gave us cookies and there was a lot of dead bodies.
Yes, he's very big on that.
I really forgot all the dead bodies because the cookies were so good.
I did not forget.
Oh,
About
that's
the
nice.
cookies?
Never forget the cookies.
9/11. The Alamo.
What a dude!
Oh my god, Ryan.
Retweets are not endorsements.
You guys are kind of bastards, huh?
Notice how we annoyed you into admitting you wanted to kill us?
I guess.
Oh my
It
god.
wasn't very hard.
I'm feeling less bad by the minute, though.
We're not that bad.
I'm impressed that you feel bad at all in the first place.
That's fair. I get that a lot.
People don't feel bad in hell.
He's got a really good point.
Which one?
That,
Garyon is also bad.
yes.
Yeah, but Garyon didn't kill Virio, so that's my carrying situation.
I thought we were
He's
just
killed
leaving.
a lot of other people.
Yeah, what?
I said I thought we were just trying to leave.
I did well.
Yes,
that
that's
was not.
very important.
Yes, sure.
Can you just not kill us and then we'll just go and it's fine. You can live your life the way you want to after we're gone.
I mean,
Yeah, you want to tell Avistus that I say fuck you? Me personally.
Yeah, you could also tell him that.
I mean, we could yell it at the
But
skies
tell him
in a
after we
day.
leave.
if you're gonna leave Gerholt at any point, yes.
What do you think about leaving Stygia entirely?
What, and going up to like work on another level or
How would you like a
Or
promotion?
To the material plane.
the material plane? I've never been there.
Yeah,
I
that's
heard-
where we're friends. Well, not him, but whatever.
It's all.
No, he is from there.
Fine.
No, I'm not from the material plane. I'm
No.
from Jotunheim.
You didn't tell me you were Frost Giant Plane.
I mean, yes, the giant plane, but not. I mean, there's all kinds of giants besides just Frost.
They
Is
aren't
everything
kidding.
big
They
as
really
that?
are from the material
Yes.
plane. If you can tell.
Huge.
Well, it's because we don't understand any of these planes.
Can I get a persuasion check from whoever you guys would deem was taking point on that?
You should
Yeah.
let me do
What?
it.
Yeah, that's
Not
you.
me.
Like
What are
who was doing most of the talking?
Oh.
I was talking to my new friends.
I
think-
mean, it was me and Roland were talking a lot.
Okay,
Okay.
so persuasion checks from you two.
Okay.
Yeah, so whoever was doing most of the talking, make the persuasion check.
I was talking, but I don't know if flippant remarks count as persuasion.
That 20.
Oh!
Plus 6.
All right.
Do 9/11 jokes count as persuasion?
You literally made me choke. I just
All I said was 9/11. I
After
literally.
never forget.
No, I mean never forget.
Roland.
Remember that truck at the pickle?
Yes!
Remember 912.com.
All right. He
Fucking god. Truck. Oh my god.
he sort of like he pauses for like a good 30 seconds or so and doesn't say anything. You have guarantees that you could get me out of this shithole?
I mean, we're still working on the guarantees that we ourselves can get back out.
Well, I can give you one guaranteed way to move to a different level in hell.
Oh, right. He can do that.
It might be a lower level, but it might be an upper level. It's a gamble, but I can
It's a
guarantee
level away
you.
from this.
From
If we-
Stygia.
If
Mhm.
we
It's a
win,
fresh start.
win the boat race, then.
You guys are gonna try to win the Grilden.
And we can't do that if we're all dead.
No,
so
we're going to
probably
win.
shouldn't kill us.
We're not going to try, silly man.
Yeah, come on.
Hey, know about the Grilden 500?
It's a boat
Yes
race.
and no.
Well, we're assuming it's a boat race with a lot of fighting, obviously.
Do you know that?
Are there 500 Krildens that fight us?
They are more adept than they look.
And sound.
Wow, that would be persuasion with disadvantage the way you said that.
Well, I'm not doing the persuasion check.
You guys do know that the Quilden 500 is like a bunch of suck-ups for Levistus and then like 4 people that are
No,
not...
that's like 5 or 6. Come on.
like 4 boats
Oh, okay, yeah.
that are like anti-Levistus, right?
How many votes is the Levistus votes?
Percentage-wise, like
Most.
80-20.
Legit. Cool.
Underdog story.
Okay.
Remember the Titans.
Yeah.
What?
Alamo.
9/11.
I don't understand
That's not
what
an
you're all
underdog
saying.
story.
Maybe we should
One
actually
plane,
name our
2
boats
buildings.
Go
2
Levistus.
planes, 1 building.
You know, as so that people think we're for Levistus.
But then,
Hey, John, note to yourself.
Oh my god! Have fun editing this one!
Let's see, hour 2, minute 42, second 30. Do some cutting.
here's
What?
a mark for you.
Oh my god, we're gonna get 9/11 jokes out of the podcast.
Oh my god.
Probably.
Thanks, Obama.
What is that? Is that not going to reach to our international listeners?
Our nationalist listeners, yes.
So,
Oh, I hate this.
so
End the podcast.
you guys are good guys then, huh? You're the.
Yeah. What if you guys? What if
We were good.
we wrote
Letters.
on the boat?
We
Go,
start
go.
a letter writing campaign.
Wrote on the boat
Go,
Go Levistus, so that all the other boats who are for Levistus would get confused and maybe not attack us quite as badly.
Can
Do
a
you
boat
think
make
that
a
Gary
deception roll?
Can a boat make a deception?
Carry on would not. Would he abide that?
No, he wouldn't.
I mean, what if we just told him ahead of time and
I
said
don't
this is
know.
what we were
And then
doing?
we rip
He's
off
not
the
Trick,
banner.
and then we rip it off and it says, Go, go, Gary on.
Go, get your Gary on!
After we win.
This poor man that's listening to us.
He stands up with Fenric still got him locked up and goes to pour himself a drink.
Yeah,
Keep going, I'm listening.
I just hold on like the backpack I am.
You are a koala.
Meow.
I think Garyon would accept it as long as it is a strategy to not get us attacked.
Yeah, but also
Perhaps-
like strategy-wise,
But what is this, and how does this affect this man that we have now acquired?
Yeah, so you've acquired a man.
So we now have this man.
No, well, it's a
yeah,
hostage
maybe we
situation.
should ask him his name.
Maybe we
What if we tell him if he
Hey,
doesn't
buddy,
do it?
what's your name?
Johnny Two Toes. Sorry, these are strong drinks I'm pouring.
That's right, it's Johnny Two Toes.
Do you have 2 toes?
I have 8 toes
Did you lose 2?
Oh.
in a bet.
What sort of bet?
Not a
The
good one.
toe losing kind. Have you all ever heard of a game called Mumbly Pig?
Yeah,
Sure.
that's why I've got 3. Just kidding, I was born this way.
Lucky you.
3 what?
Toes.
Okay.
Total?
Do 1.5 each.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is it 1, 1, 1, nothing?
No, it's
Yeah,
one
'cause
on
everybody
each foot.
loves these toes.
See,
Well, I
my
don't know.
go-go
That's
boat
really
idea was only relevant because we were finding out information that there are 80% Levistus boats and like 20%.
Oh, they all still will try to kill each other.
Oh, I know, but like they might try and kill us a slightly less.
No.
Maybe.
So what you're saying is it doesn't matter and my idea is stupid?
No, I don't want
Well,
to.
it's worth a shot, I guess.
I don't want to support Levistus even as a fake out, stakeout. It's gonna be a no for me, dog.
What are we
No,
gonna do
no,
with the
Levistus.
man that we've acquired?
It's Johnny, Two Toes Johnny. Hi, nice
The-
to meet you.
the
What are
two-
your names?
Two Toes.
Do you
Yeah,
really
it's
want
Not
to know?
important.
Oh, Desmond.
No.
You don't really
Wait, do you
care.
not know
Why
our
would
names?
you?
I'm
How
just
could
being
you give us
polite.
to kill
You
us?
try to kill us without knowing our names?
That's just rude.
How would you know where to? How would you
No,
know
I
where to
can
hit?
find us.
Yes, how hard was it to find the outsiders in the 9 hells?
Yeah,
how did
that's
I
what I'm- that's
how
what I'm
did I
fucking
ever
asking,
track
sir.
down the halfling, the elephant man, the human, the genasi, and the drow? It was very difficult to pick them out of a crowd.
Well, shit.
why
then you must
am
be
I
really
here?
good at your job then.
Say my name when no one is around.
I do not know your name.
He just said it.
It's Desmond
Say my
Bubbleluck.
Desmond Bubbleluck. Well, hi, nice to meet you. I am
Nice
Johnny
to meet you,
Two
Johnny
Toes.
Two Toes.
Yes.
It's a
Probably
pleasure.
harder to kill us when you know our names.
No.
It makes it easier actually because they trust you. Sorry.
So listen, you've got 2 options now. The way I see it, one is you try to escape and all of us murder you, or you try to help us, and if you backstab us, all of us murder you. But
Okay.
there might be the chance that we actually win that goddamn boat race, and then we move on up to the east side.
And we
whatever
do
the
not
next-
murder you.
Or he sends you to another plane. You don't tell Avistus what we
Oh yeah,
said.
I've got this painting that will send you to another
Yeah.
level of hell.
But you have to help us in order to get it.
Maybe. I might just give it to you.
I mean, he could just. As long as he leaves, then he wouldn't, try to continue killing us nor report back to Avistus.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Levistus has no authority really.
Yes, Mr. Roland, sir.
I'd like
I
to
don't know
pat
your
this
name.
guy down. I should have done this like 10 minutes ago.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
This
Good
is like
fun.
going through TSA halfway through the flight.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in my seat. I'm getting patted down.
How does his booty feel?
17.
17.
Supple.
You find
Booty.
4 daggers, 2 rapiers, a poisoner's
Supple
kit,
but firm.
a pair of hand crossbows tucked up his sleeves, 25 crossbow bolts, and 2 of those silvery grenade things that you encountered.
That's what I was looking for.
And
I'll
backpack
take it
Fenrir.
all.
And a backpack Fenric. You find a halfling wearing heavy armor, a cloak that seems to ripple with a blinding energy.
Ooh, that's kind of neat.
Hey,
Hands off.
Roland, what are you doing?
Disarming him because we're idiots and should have done this a while ago.
I was wondering, but hey,
He couldn't have made
this
a move.
is your
We
interrogation.
were attempting to befriend you.
No, we
little
don't do a
kind
lot of
think
hostage
about it.
I mean, this guy's cool. He's just been giving me a hug the whole time.
Yeah,
I'm very
yeah,
comforted
that's
by this fella.
great.
He couldn't have made a move without me knowing it.
Yeah.
Hey, what you doing there, bud?
He caresses the side of your face with his tail.
Wow!
Louie.
Don't worry, that's just my sword in my pocket.
It's a dagger.
Oh
The real question is, are
god.
you attuned?
Short sword?
Getting there. Requires an hour.
Stop standing with your dagger. Your short sword? Your long sword?
No.
Sword.
Claymore, huh? Nice.
Takes 2 hands.
Yeah.
10-foot reach.
Gross.
That does give a new meaning to helicopter deck.
Why did you come with the microphone for that?
Because
Because he was too
They still
too
hurt.
much of a coward.
they
to
still
leave
heard
it.
it.
Helicopter dick.
Fucking hell.
Hey,
Anyways,
John, could you send me that list or something? I missed half of it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so that was short sword, long sword, claymore.
Claymore.
two-handed.
Do you need to
Dagger.
keep going?
10-foot.
Two-handed reach, minimum strength requirement of 14 to wield.
But win for fishing.
So, I guess I'll take you up on your offer, as it seems, at least right now, the least likely way to die.
Yes.
That's exactly what we were trying to get across. So that's perfect.
hope
I whisper that in his ear.
Johnny Two Toes.
Yes.
Who is this man, and I point at Roland, and I was like, wait, and I hold up my picture over Roland's face, and I'm just like, this man, the one that your confidant who you were here with before, what's his name?
That one that he tried to look like?
Yeah, well, yeah, my picture's also very good, but...
Yes, I was just making sure that the picture and his disguise were the same. Because, you know, sometimes in passing, tieflings, they can look they're similar with the horns and the tails and whatnot.
Wow, this guy is really trying to be considerate.
Yes. So...
What do you mean consider it? It's a good drawing.
He's considering your drawing. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Their name is... Melvin.
I cast Shillelagh and I push him back 5 feet into the wall.
Ow!
Him and Ferric.
What's his name?
Mervin.
I cast Reduce on him.
Constitution save?
Reduce is a... Yes, Constitution saving throw.
What does reduce do?
It's a
Make it
failure.
smaller.
So
he's halved in size in all dimensions, and his weight is reduced to 1/8 its normal.
So
The reduction.
his name's Melvin, I tell you. Melvin!
He
I
is
put him in
now
a headlock.
considered a small-sized creature, so essentially the same size as Fenrir.
Yeah!
Let's fucking go.
Oh, I thought you were gonna end with let's fuck!
Let's fuck.
He has disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, and his melee weapons do less damage.
I apologize. Poor phrasing on my part.
His name is Mervin, as I told you before.
I want
What's his last
insight.
name?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
10.
Seems to be telling the truth.
Okay.
13.
Did he beat my 22 before? Probably, right?
He did, yeah. Seems to be telling the truth, Sam.
It's gonna really high modifier.
Merv.
Seems like maybe. I don't know.
What's his last name?
Whatever.
Do they have last names?
Do you
Melville.
Mervin Melville.
Yes.
Do we have a
So lyrical.
cage for this tiny man?
You know guys don't
Do you
gotta
have a
put me in a
Fenric's-sized
cage.
cage?
I don't know. I'm asking around
That would be the same.
I don't happen to carry a cage around.
because if we were to carry a cage this size, we could put him in it. And once a minute's up, if he doesn't tell us the truth, well, he enlarges in that cage, and that's a problem for him.
Oh, damn.
Go ahead, make intel. Sorry.
Intimidation?
Thank you. Yes.
You know, I still haven't cast a tech.
That's pretty good. That's a 19 total.
All right. Listen. His name is not Mervin. It is Melvin. He does not have a last name. And he is a little bit more diehard than I am on the Levistus front. That's why I agreed to come with your nice friend here, because while I may waffle a little bit here and there, he's more of the zealoty type. So,
I thought you were going to say French toast.
what? I don't. What is that?
I don't get it.
Oh,
It's
nothing.
French.
It's a material plane thing. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, yeah, you're.
Waffle, I get it. That's a good one.
It must be a hell thing.
Someone's in a hell thing right now.
Sorry.
So yeah, I'll help you guys out if you do not kill me. As to my friend, he's probably already hoofed it back to Televistus about the whole debacle.
Where he didn't stick around to go to the club?
I was just like, I'll drag my feet a little bit. I'll have a nice drink. It was my one day off.
Oh, wait.
Wow.
Doesn't this mean that he thinks we're dead, though? Or at least horribly injured?
If he thinks the trap was dropped, there's a chance he believes that you are incapacitated in some way, shape, or form.
Cool. Come back on the boat.
What?
What?
Come back on a. We would make our comeback on a boat.
Oh, yeah. Thought you were telling him to come back on.
No.
I will meet you at the boat.
No.
Okay.
You are ours now, man.
Oh.
Damn it.
No. We can't. We don't own beings that are men.
Well,
What
he's
about
not
women?
owned. We just have him.
As you say that, the tiny demon in the glass bottle in your pocket. What about me?
This only lasts for a minute.
Free me! I'll
right?
rip his face off and make him tell the truth.
Maybe one day, little man.
Damn.
Wait, does reduce only last for 1 minute?
Yeah, it's 1 minute.
Yeah, he's gotta be getting big.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
I know. He's gotta be getting big.
You gotta be getting big by
boy.
now.
So yeah,
And he's in
I'm
a
now
cage.
I'm now choking him.
So is there anything else I can do for you guys, or what's
Got any?
Would you mind squatting real quick?
I'm sitting on the floor.
Oh, is he still?
His legs are still jiggling and kicking. Okay, I'll drop down.
Any tips for like fucking over Levistus?
Well, if you want to sort of like make him look like an asshole, you could always try to get Asmodeus on your team.
Oh.
Asmodeus, Lord of the Nine Hells, the Big Kahuna.
Which plane is Asmodeus from?
He's on the bottom level.
The hell.
Oh.
He's
the big man.
Asmodeus, 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 Asmodeus.
I love that movie. So
Rock
good.
me on my dates.
Salvieri.
He's the reason that Levistus
Yeah.
is like punished and charged. I don't know. Nobody knows what his real thinking was, but like.
yeah.
Do you think he laughs like Mozart does in that movie?
Effie Murray.
Is Levistus scared
I got
of
there.
Asmodeus, or are they
Oh yeah,
scared?
nobody. Well, maybe Mephistopheles a little bit, but for the most part, nobody fucks with Asmodeus.
What about
He's got a kid.
What sort of kid?
I don't know if
Doctor?
Balls ever met Asmodeus, but if they went toe to toe, it would be a fight. I tell you what.
That's good
What?
to know. Between Asmodeus and Ball, if they were to fight, it'd be a pretty equal match.
Awesome. Thanks for translating.
You're welcome.
Asmodeus is like, he controlled, like, Levistus hears everything, but Asmodeus hears, sees everything.
Oh,
of the Nine
cool.
Hells.
Glad I didn't ask the question I wanted to ask then.
Were you gonna ask if he was hot?
Yeah.
Because he's real hot. He's like a slamming 25.
Cause hell, or what?
Right?
Yes.
Okay. Is his plane hot?
No, he lives in the bottom layer of hell, which is sort of like a giant stalactite and perched over an endless, vast abyss of nothing.
You been there?
Once on a
You
school
been?
trip. It's like, yeah, once on a school trip you go to see the Capitol.
Yeah.
Is he like the incubus for incubus?
He's sort of like the all-father of all fiend types.
The all daddy.
Yeah, the all-daddy. That's a good way of putting it.
It's a way of putting it.
No, it really isn't.
No, it says right here in the bylaws, it's the way of putting it.
Asmodeus, the all daddy.
Within the giant community, we have the all father, so I figured it was a similar name.
So close and yet so close.
Although getting a hold of Asmodeus himself is tricky because...
that was my
We
question.
would have to go to the lowest level.
Yeah, you have to go all the way down to Nessus to get Asmodeus.
Well, so then how do we get
wanna
back
go
up?
But
not
also,
down.
If you go to Nessus and get him on your team, I suppose, he could sort of expedite your travels. So you could go deeper to get higher, or...
This is like some fucking Cars shit. I don't get it.
did you say cars?
Cars turn right to go left. Jesus Christ. Come on, it wasn't that bad of a pull.
I thought you were talking about the Pixar films.
Yeah.
That is that.
And what?
Yeah.
drifting.
Oh,
like,
and okay,
yeah,
all right.
that's the doc.
I thought you just had
advice.
I thought you had a bad car.
I'm leaving.
Life is a highway, and I'm gonna ride it all night long.
Float like a
One.
butterfly, sting like a beamer.
Not very good.
Owen Wilson, what would they think?
So what are we
Anyways.
doing with this guy when we're
Well,
done?
he's leaving.
Are
No.
we giving
We
him
are
a
not
picture?
killing him. I'm told.
Are we
Yeah.
gonna let him
Yeah.
leave like with the picture?
No.
No, it just goes. It's like you hold up the picture and like Narnia, he goes through it.
Oh, so we'll still have the picture.
Yeah, it's our collateral.
Okay. Yeah. Do you wanna
Well,
go into Narnia?
why
Or-
can't we just say? You said Asmodeus sees everything.
Yeah,
Why would we have to go to him if he can hear us?
I mean, you can.
He can't talk to you right now.
That also, he has bigger fish to fry than us saying, "Hey, Levistus sucks. You should come here and overthrow him."
We could try it though.
Listen, how about this? You help us out in this boat race, and with
Uh-huh.
any information you have,
Gotcha.
if things even start to go sour on this boat race,
Mhm.
I personally will make sure that you are forced through this teleportation painting.
Okay.
So that you don't die.
Gently.
Forced through in a gentle manner.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
No. Oh wait, 17, not 1. Thank you.
Those are two very different rolls.
There is a 23.
Sounds like the best deal I'm gonna get today, so, sure. What do you guys need?
We need more of those mechanical balls of ice that you set up as a trap.
I can get some of those. I could probably get you with the cash at the barracks. Most likely, like 10 of them, maybe.
That sounds good. And then any information you have on any of the other ships.
I'll send you a list.
Especially the ones, the most dangerous ones.
Oh, sure. The more veterans.
Yeah.
Sure, I can get that for you. All right. Well, the Krildin's tomorrow, so don't forget to rest up, carb load tonight, stay hydrated. It gets rough out there.
You got any like waterproof coats?
I'll see what I can do.
I don't want to be cold.
Don't you have magic?
I don't want to be cold.
You can prestidigitate yourself.
Let's
So-
just
coats.
add it to
I'm
the
the one
list,
that gets
but
the
low
coldest.
priority.
I will get the appropriate weather garments for all of you.
Haven't you ever been on a boat in the
Yeah,
cold
but-
going fast?
But make sure that it matches everyone's aesthetics.
Yes.
Wait, have we decided on team colors yet?
Have you decided on a boat name yet?
Black.
Says John versus.
What if we wore?
It's gonna be like
What
6
if we
different
wore?
ones.
Yeah.
And hear me out. Our regular clothes.
It's
I don't have
perfect.
any regular clothes.
Fennec is just like a million different neon signs.
This is fine.
Awesome.
But what about the name of the boat?
Hadn't we gone with Virio's Revenge?
That's my front runner, but we
I'm
don't
still
have to
thinking
choose.
about Gary on my wayward son.
Yeah.
I do like
Yeah,
that.
it's pretty
You
tasty.
could always use
It's a pretty tasty morsel.
Bodie McBoatface, Virio's Revenge, Foland.
How dare you! How dare you put that gem surrounded by those 2 other gems?
Penultimate Penetrator. Gary on my wayward son.
Wait, I'm wrong. These are all
Let's
good.
just go with penultimate penetrator because
Why?
it's the most
Why?
neutral of all the names.
It's not
that we
neutral.
chose.
It's a very aggressive
It's
name.
the most neutral name that we picked.
It says a
of the
lot about the other
options.
names.
Oh God.
It kind of is, though, to be honest.
It kind of is.
I fucking forgot about Foley.
Come
Me-
on,
me too.
penultimate penetrator.
Why are we the second to last?
Also, his
I don't
be a brief abbreviation is PP.
Let's just go with the PP boat.
The
Pee-pee
HMS PPs.
Everyone on the PP boat.
Winning.
Virio's
Okay.
PP boat.
I think it's about time that we all get a little bit of rest. We'll draw the PP boat on the boat tomorrow.
I don't think that's the best name.
We'll draw the PP on the boat later.
The SS PP boat.
Why 4 letters? I don't know. Jesus Christ.
He agrees to stay within your guys' sights, putting whatever
And then everything went
Oh,
dark.
we just unplugged the TV for a second. It's fine. But he agrees to meet your demands as far as his caretaking leading up to the race.
I'm imagining Fenric just continues to ride him
Oh, yes.
like a koala bear.
His security system is Fenric locked down the whole
No,
time.
No, I dropped off him earlier. I said I did. I said I did.
He just sort of takes up a seat like away from the door to like ensure like, all right, like I'm not gonna. If I can get out of this shithole, then I will get out of this shithole. This is not a great place to be. Can I get a perception check from everybody?
Give me one good roll.
LOL, nat 1.
Perfect.
I'm a lamp again.
That one from Roland as well. All right. 11.
16.
Okay.
9.
Okay.
13. No,
Oof.
14. Sorry.
Fenric,
Ah.
you notice
We're fine.
the sound of flapping wings above you.
I look up.
And as you look up, you can see a small white owl is perched in the rafters of the building that you guys are staying in.
Wait, is it near like a window?
Yep.
That I can see? Okay.
Yeah, there's the window up by the loft that Roland was keeping watch through. He flew in through there and then landed up in the rafters.
How high up?
Oh god.
From the floor, about 20 feet.
Okay. I'm going to very surreptitiously draw people's attention to it.
You want to describe that?
I glance up at it and I just sort of like we just like keep talking and like furtively glance up at the ceiling and sort of like
Are you okay?
in general.
What's
no.
wrong, friend Fenric?
Oh, not much. Hey, Roland, do you have a bow out?
He nods.
Yo, I saw that.
That was for the podcast.
What are you
Sure.
doing?
3 o'clock, 11 o'clock up. Go.
No! I look up.
You see Archibald.
Hey! We're not shooting him!
I cast Gust and I make the window slam shut.
Oh my god.
Window. Highs or lows?
Lows.
The window slides shut and the glass shatters.
He's trapped!
Why are we
excuse me.
no?
Wait, hey,
No!
buddy. Wait, why are you just? Actually, I was kind of curious. I figured you would have said it if it was Archibald, if it was just like
It's
some
a white
other
owl.
White owl. Okay.
So, perception was high enough to notice a white owl, not high enough to recognize.
Fair enough.
Hi, hello.
Hey, what you doing?
I was coming here to see if you all would like Theon's assistance in your upcoming adventure. I am an owl, so I can't use the
Hi.
door, so I thought the window would be appropriate. I'm sorry if I startled you.
It's okay. Everything's fine. Well, we're just gonna close the. We're just closing the window.
Yeah,
to
sure.
see.
Yes, well,
Well, it kind of. Or the window's kind of closed.
would, I don't need to linger if you guys are in the middle of something. I'm just wondering if you'd like Theon's assistance in all of this.
Well, yeah. That I'm sure that'd be
We
great.
could use
What can
all
he-
the help we can get.
What can he
Okay.
do? I'm not. Okay.
A wizard of the divinating arts?
No, that's probably a hell of a lot more than me.
Oh, don't say that, Fenric. I'm
Oh.
sure you've got your own special
I was
set
just
of
fishing.
skills.
Don't worry, you're fine.
Oh, you've caught a big one this time, then.
Oh,
Egg on
yeah.
my face.
Voice, man. It's the voice. Redmond the goth from IT.
Oh my god!
I guess it is a little bit.
Yeah.
Egg on my face. I look quite foolish.
Where's my copy of paint?
All I heard was egg on my face, and I was just like, I'm pretty sure I know that
Oh
code.
my god.
Well, just advice for the future. Maybe announce yourself next time, and that's all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're
we're
a bit jumpy when we were like interrogating.
We're not the
This
most
guy.
perceptive.
That's fair.
No, if I'm the one that saw you, that's an issue.
Yeah, it's not your issue, it's our issue.
Sorry,
Exactly.
I wasn't trying to be sneaky. I just sort of.
Well, it's not his issue until it is.
Yeah, it's not your issue until you're a porcupine.
I don't know what that
He's going to
means.
shoot you.
Like a lot.
Oh, I
A pin cushion.
got
Yeah,
it.
with like
it
a
wouldn't
lot
be
of
Fenric.
arrows.
See,
Fenric doesn't
No.
have a bow.
Because of the quills.
Yeah,
Yes.
yep.
I understand now. I'll have Theon meet you all tomorrow.
By the SSPP boat.
Don't know. Well,
No, not
No.
sold on that day.
that's
What's
the.
the name of the ship?
Well, do you need to know right now?
That would be helpful, yes.
It's Grey.
Carry on
Okay.
my.
My wayward Virio.
Wait, carry on? Is that what?
Carry on.
Carry on my wayward Virio.
Yes.
It's pee-pee.
Well, PP for sure.
The PP Gary on.
Instead
Can you-
SS, it starts with PP.
Can you tell me about the ship? Does it have any defining
Yeah,
characteristics?
It's Grey.
It's got a bust on the front.
I'm a tiger man.
Wasn't it the Grey Wind?
It was.
Okay. Formerly the Grey Wind has a bust of a tiger man on the front.
Yeah, Titsy, if you know.
From Madagascar?
Yeah, Titsy Stroganoff.
Okay. I'll ask Theon if he knows who that is.
Tetragrammaton.
Testra.
Testicle
Stroganoff.
Testra testosterone.
Testra Stroganoff.
He runs the Bazaar
I
Bazaar.
literally.
Oh, Testrazorgorgonov. Yes.
Yes! That's
That's
I
what
think
I
that's what we
said.
just
Those
said
were-
4 times in a row. So
Yes,
that's that.
yes.
You heard 4 different people say those same words.
I did, and that's what it took
It-
to remember.
it
How
must-
silly I am.
It must be the accent.
Yes, must
Oh.
be. All right. Well, we'll meet you.
Fucking thing.
We'll meet you there. Very good. And he stretches out his wings and flies out through the broken ass window.
I start casting mending on the single shards of glass to
They
slowly make full
Raise
windows.
up and the panes
Do you trust
smooth out.
Theon? I want to ask the group. Do you trust him?
I don't know him.
Yes,
so-
well, I'm asking for us.
Oh.
I will say I don't.
I also don't
I
trust
don't
him.
distrust him enough.
Shut
to,
up.
I don't distrust him enough to openly reject his help. So there is that.
So it's unknown.
We are in hell. Our choices are rather limited.
Do you trust me?
Well, you did give us a whole bunch of souls, and I kind of like
Yeah.
that, so.
Oh yeah, you're my
That's
sugar
fair.
daddy. This is great.
So,
I trust Theon.
all right. You are the youngest, so that is not the most reassuring, but I will take it.
But I'm the least mature, so you can take that
That's true.
as you will.
Age differences, am I right, guys?
Hey.
Any more of that tea?
Shouldn't you be through the painting by now?
No.
Yes, I should be. Let me just see that painting.
No, not till we're partway into the race. and
Oh, that's
almost-
right. You're doing our errands.
Isn't life a race if you think about it? Life is a
It's a highway?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's
ride
a
it
live
all night
stream.
long.
I've always said
Life is a live stream. I'm gonna stream it all night long. Bow, 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 bow.
Except when.
Except when you want to go to bed.
Or you make 9/11.
Well, race tomorrow. We'll have a boat name written on the side by morning.
All right.
Maybe.
No, for sure.
It'll be a collection of letters, hopefully no numbers,
A symbol
formerly known as the Grey Wind.
with a capital and lowercase letters.
You know what you guys should have done is just like named it like Levistus and then like done it in the SpongeBob. Levistus!
Oh my god!
Well, that's what I was gonna
And
say.
change the figurehead to
When she was doing the. When she was saying we could like put it on, I was like, yeah, let's like try to convey sarcasm.
yeah.
Hey, Bowie.
all right.
I love his computer so much.
It's so warm.
I'm so lonely.
The
I just have
evening,
pictures of food up on here all the time.
the evening
all of Frederick's characters.
comes without incident. The next morning, horns sound from cold steel, and a voice rings out across the city of Gerholt. Those participating in the Krilden 500, please make your way to Cold Steel. As you all join up with the somewhat scattered ranks of tieflings and other assorted demonic figures, maybe 30 of you in total. You stand before the steps of Cold Steel, and Garyon appears at the entrance and says, "My champions, today is a glorious day. A glorious day to prove yourself worthy of my affectations, and to spit in the face of Levistus, the traitor and the coward who was gifted this plane unrighteously. If we are able to shame Levistus, then we may perhaps spark the revolution that I've longed for. Come." And he extends a hand, and the ice wall, which runs adjacent to the ocean, which you've seen figures kind of like swimming against the backdrop of the dim light shedding through it, carves a pathway along a tunnel which leads you all the way back to Cold Steel, where you see dozens of boats aligned. You see you see all manner of ships in their various sizes and rigged with all manner of weapons. Some look to be built for ramming, some have long, cruel-looking blades along the sides meant to get up side to side with other ships and run down the ropes and warriors along their edges. And you see your boat. Name forthcoming. You just see like a
that's a
tiefling
great
standing
name. there
there with like a bucket of paint. You're like, what am I supposed to do? You see your two shield guardians posted on the prow and near the mast of the ship, both awaiting your orders with their spells imbued in them. A massive albino pit fiend stands on a large floating iceberg surrounded by several bodyguards. They draw a blade as you all mount the ship, and as you take your places, they extend the blade overhead and shout, "Commence!" The Krilden 500 has begun. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
We are off all week next week, so any streams will be postponed until after Thanksgiving, as everyone's going to be obviously spending time with family and out of our minds.
Speak for yourself. God, I love my mind. I want to live in it.
I want to get right out of that thing. We will be back Monday next. Anne will be absent, but I believe so far the continuation of the Tyranny of Dragons campaign will be back next Monday. And then the Thursday after that, we will be returning with the
Boat race.
boat race.
Boat race. Boat drinks.
Boat drinks.
Boys on the van and boat drinks.
You'll be
Yeah,
fine.
what's it that Valkyrie says when she's like, and we're all gonna die, so drinks!
Yep.
I do like the name forthcoming as the name
Can
of
we
our
call
boat.
her... Can it just be boat drinks? Boat drinks!
Whoever gets to the paint guy first next session gets to decide.
All of us
Jimmy
like
Buffett's
fighting.
boat
Oh my god, Margaritaville. And we just sing it.
That's the thing about Ira. He's an old guy, so he loves Jimmy
Margaritaville.
Buffett. Yeah, he's like hardcore
Yeah.
parrot head, you know?
When we launch, it's the crew slaving away, and we're just like, we got margaritas,
Yes.
just like, mush.
Yeah.
Alright, well, have a happy autumn holiday, those of you who celebrate it, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
Jesus.
We'll see you in hell.
See you in hell.
Okay, bye.
Bye.